Miss V, Crime TV.
This is a beneficial production.
It don't matter the color of the skin, either woman or man. Just let the case land. It's here, it's in safe hands. This is God work, not a fake plan. Too many kids being found in these lakes, man. This is MTGV, and you with Miss V.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in.
A drum to a beat. This is the place that you wanna be. But all trolls we delete, you better believe.
Please smack that thumbs up.
For those that's taking these souls,
Be sure to subscribe to the channel.
but it's getting so out of control.
Drop down in the comments and let me know who's here.
For those that's taking these souls,
Justice for Javion.
but it's getting so out of control. Thank you for tuning in to MTGV, True Crime TV. Y'all know what it is, man. Team Vibe, Miss V. Hey, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you leave a comment, too. Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. So we got a few things to go over today concerning Javion. So Sleuth Nation, that is us. We are gearing up to call the FBI. And now is your chance. Now is your chance to do something great in the case, do something great for somebody else. We need a bunch of people to call the FBI and let them know what's going on. We are back in Taylor House Publishing. We are back in the family. And I do suggest that everybody in Javion's family call the FBI. But before we do that, we want to go over some suspicious facts so we'll know what to say to these people when we call them. Welcome in, BFF. How are you? And shout out to Marcus Gates, Javion's bonus dad. He said, so if no one approached him, why did the wife say her husband seen him? And why did someone say that they would help get his truck unstuck at T&R? Okay, so yeah, that's a very, very good question. Very valid question. Welcome in, Miss Patty. Welcome in, Chinetta. And shout out to Queen B in the building. Good morning. Good afternoon. Miss V in chat. Justice for Javion. Yes. I should have made the shout out to Miss Patty. I definitely should have made the poll. Are you willing to call the FBI? If you willing to call the FBI, type a 7 in the chat. That's my lucky number. Type a 7 in the chat if you are willing to call the FBI. So I wanted to put some things together so we can all be on the same page. Shout out to Queen B. Thank you. Yeah, so we can all be on the same page. You know how, like, we just want to be saying some of the same things, but it's all facts. So I put together some things just off the top of my brain that I could think of that's suspicious facts, right? I'm talking about what we know and can prove. And I have about 10 things written. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I got 14. I got 14 things written that I found suspicious. And I'm also going to play some videos like that I did in the beginning to help jog our memory. So I think it's important to stick to the facts, especially when you call in there. So we're going to go over some suspicious facts, and then we're going to go over why they're suspicious, right? These are the facts that we know right now. Okay. The Aurora police. This is these are the suspicious facts. Let me turn this music all the way down. Well, it is quite down, but I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. And I'm also gonna turn my voice down. Can y'all still hear me good? Let me know. Okay, so the suspicious facts that I have written down, y'all, is the Aurora police. You know, the suspicious fact of the Aurora police is that they told the family. I mean, they told Javion's dad that it was a self-unaliving. So that's one. I'll just say off the bat, the reason why that one is a suspicious fact is because we have the sheriff who came out with his statements and he said he didn't never say that. Where did they get it from? Right? So that's suspicious. The TikTok video, Javion's cousin came out and told us a lot of suspicious things. So kind of I'm going in a line. I'm going in a row, like kind of how it happened. We know that we found out about this case from Javion's cousin. Javion's cousin. But the Aurora police is the ones that they went out first. So Javion's dad got the story first, and then Javion's cousin, that's how she even found out to do the video, which is why all of us are here right now, because of that video. And we'll talk about the things that got our antennas going up. We'll get into what about Javion's cousin's video made you suspicious, right? So another one that was suspicious right off the bat, defensive sheriff. The sheriff came out very defensive right after Javion's cousin's TikTok video, and he was very rude and defensive. So that right off the bat was suspicious to me, right? And I want y'all to think of some stuff too, like in case, thank you, BFF, in case I forget something. So another suspicious fact is that Walmart footage. That Walmart footage was very suspicious. So while I'm reading this, think about what was suspicious about that Walmart footage, right? These are the things we're going to be going over. Because first of all, I don't like calling the police, first of all. But so I'm giving y'all a chance. Like, this is really taking me out of my comfort zone to call the police, right? But I need about 20 people to say they gonna call too and come back and let us know what happened. Because I have seen a couple people saying that they called and they not telling us nothing that they said or nothing that the people told them, just like going around in circles. You got to come with some details about what really happened, right? So, I mean, everybody, I know a lot of people type in the chat that we need to do this and we need to do that. It's easy to type that. So now we going to put those words into action. So I'm challenging Sleuth Nation to call, to take the lead, okay? And so, just like Taylor said, it's power in numbers. We know that. But the more people that call, the better. They'll know how concerned we are, especially with the family and the parents calling as well. You know, we're backing them. So, the Walmart footage I'll start over. So the rural police, the TikTok video, all of the stuff is suspicious. Defensive sheriff who's rude. The Walmart footage. The homeless man story. The 911 call. The timeline. The lack of footage. That's suspect. That's very suspicious. That 3-cop photo. Okay? The sheriff. We putting him, the sheriff is suspicious because a lot of reasons, but he's basing all of his evidence off of hearsay. If you pay attention to the sheriff, only thing, and the Walmart footage, that's it. I mean, okay, first of all, the 911 caller, he pronounced Javion unalived, right? He pronounced him. He gone. He told us how he was gone too, how it happened 3 times. He said he HUNG himself, right? So it feels like the sheriff just took what the 911 caller said and put that on a paper. But I mean, that's what he told his family. And then the homeless man story. That's the only evidence they got. The homeless man, the 911 call, and the Walmart footage. That's all they got. So the homeless man is alleged homeless man who the homeless man is a alleged homeless man who stays outside of Walmart and getting money, and we know that he interviewed that his interview was also suspect. So let me write that down. The homeless man's interview. Both the one he did with the news and Taylor. Okay, like where is his phone? Well, I can tell you where his phone is. It's a part of the evidence. They not gonna release his phone until they done investigating. So I feel, I mean, at first it was like, oh, we don't have his phone. Then they got his phone, and yeah, the phone was real shady. But I do know that that's a part of the evidence, even though, yeah, the SBI, they Taylor called the SBI, and they seem to not be involved in the case. So I'm gonna add that too. The SBI unsure if they're involved. The sheriff said that they were, but it don't seem like they are, according to that phone call. Okay, so let me go start over. The rural police, the TikTok video, defensive sheriff, very rude. The Walmart footage, the homeless man story, the 911 call, the timeline, the lack of footage, the 3 cop photo. The sheriff basing the evidence solely off of the 911 call and the homeless man. The hearsay and no proof. Okay, the tree itself, the size of it, like nobody seeing them. Not being found until 10 a.m. despite the fact that they open at 8 a.m. And then the 911 call, the background. Well, we'll get into why it's suspicious. We just talking about the suspicious stuff. So the tree itself, not found until 10 a.m. The grandmother spoke with Javion at 7:01 Central Time, which is 8:01 Eastern Standard Time. So with that being said, their entire timeline is wrong. Because at 8:01, Javion was talking to his grandmother, but their timeline ended at 7:30. So the timeline. But that's why. That's why, though. Okay, so now let me see what y'all saying. Let me go all the way. Shout out to Bronze, if I did not speak. Welcome in to everybody. Priceless Press. Hold on. Are you the one that was trying to call me the other day that I never got to talk to? Are you the family member? Let me know. I remember Presh, but I don't remember if it said Priceless. So far I only see 1-7. I said put a 7 in the chat if you'll call the FBI and let them know some suspicious facts. Cousin, okay. You are his cousin. Do you want to call in? Because I didn't get a chance to talk to you. And I would love to know what you had to say. You will call. Okay. Let me know if you want to call us now, and I'll drop the number for you. Okay, but until then, I want to go over why I wanted to get some more suspicious facts from y'all. The threats. Queen B said. Threats. Who's getting threats? And you know what? Another suspicious fact. I mean, I don't really know if it's a fact because it was kind of shaky with the person. We'll put it down anyway. I mean, because the fact that the lawn care guy, The long guy said that Javion was beat up. But we didn't know that in the beginning. And so I didn't. That's not a fact though. Because I don't know if that was the lawn care guy that called. It seemed like it was. He seemed genuine at first, but then it was the second call that made it seem not genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's a fact. But then I did hear Taylor say that people were saying that in the beginning. They were saying that in the beginning that the lawn care guy said that he was. And then he finally talked to him and we heard him say what he said. And so, and what I mean by facts, y'all, suspicious facts is something that we can prove. See, the Aurora police, we can prove that by Corey and what he said. You know, I mean, and they could prove, they know, the Aurora police could tell us where they got that from. Who did they speak to exactly? So that's crazy to lie about that. The TikTok video, we can prove that. This is what I call facts, suspicious facts. The defensive sheriff, we can prove that. All they got to do is watch these videos. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Taylor being threatened. Okay. Yep. Taylor being threatened. That's a fact. He is. Just for checking on Taylor. So he's been threatened. And then like the police report, how they made him wait 10 minutes and then took a copy of his ID. And the people at the shop didn't want to talk to him. TNR shop. I mean, wouldn't you think if somebody was unalived at your business that you would want to help? That's so suspect. Didn't want to talk. Come on. That's suspect. Thank you. Yeah, this is stuff we can prove. As far Taylor can prove it happened to him. It ain't hearsay. Didn't want to talk. Okay. Yeah, we can prove all this. The defensive sheriff, the Walmart footage, the homeless man story. We can prove that with the news video and Taylor's. The 911 call, we can prove that. We got that on tape. The timeline, we can prove that. It's in the articles, a couple articles, and it's off too. That timeline is different depending on what article you read, you know. And also KLLM, their involvement is suspicious. Because in one article it said that KLLM called them, but the 911 caller never mentioned that, right? And what's making KLLM suspicious is because there was a truck driver that called me. And he said, like, if Javion was done with his job, they didn't have a reason to track him. So what made them call? And I might play that call, the guy that called, because I am going to play some videos just to help jog our memory. But that guy said that. And I was like, wow. I mean, because I don't know nothing about truck driving, but it made sense to me because I remember hearing, I mean, we know this, that Javion was going to his parents. He was going to Texas to hang out with his cousins, his mom and brothers, his bonus dad. They're all there. And he was going to celebrate his birthday. Wait, let me... Hold on, y'all. Hey, Angela, shout out to my member. Welcome in. How you doing? Oh, you at work? I'll try to call later. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to give you the opportunity because I know you was trying to say something. And for whatever reason, I don't know. With my phone, I don't know what was going on with it. The sheriff got threats. The person that found him, the homeless guy, family supposed to have gotten threatened. Yes. Yes. Now, those are not facts, but we did hear that. Hold on. We can't prove that. The racist phone call, the other call threatened the other channel. What other channel did they threaten? You talking about Taylor? Let's see. Shout out to TBZ. Hey, MTGV. Yes, this is sus. Yes. Can you think of any more suspicious facts? And what I mean by facts is stuff that we can prove, that any of us can prove. So the timeline is off. Like I said, the lack of footage we can prove, the 3-cop photo we can prove, and then we got to remember that Corey said that did he say he talked to the sheriff? I don't remember who he talked. I'm assuming the sheriff. And yeah, the sheriff said that picture was, they were out there collecting evidence in that picture. Another thing that's suspect, I ain't heard nothing about no body cam or dash cam footage. Body cam. But I did say lack of footage. Body cam footage and dash cam. Where's that at? And the reports and stuff. They surely, if the police was out on the call, they should have a record of that. Some type of dispatch or something. I mean, and the vehicles they were in didn't seem like they were, police, unless they was undercover. It just looked real suspect. I want to know why it looks so suspect. And then, I mean, okay, so now we gonna get into why it's suspicious. Now, I definitely need y'all help with this part. We just want to put our heads together and think about everything. So the Arua police, what makes that situation suspect? I mean, what they were told. That's really the only thing I can think of with them. They told Corey that it was the SUI word, self-unaliving. But what I do want to know is who told them that. Who did they speak to? Like whose mouth did that come out of? That's what I want to know. Since the sheriff is denying it, we know that they had to get it from somewhere, but why would the sheriff deny that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Why would they say that? So that's the only thing I can think. DNA still out on, that pud hair. DNA still out on pud hair. That's very suspicious. And the SA kit, I'm about to write that. Pud hair and SA kit, that is suspicious, and we can prove it. So I guess we could just say the police report. But that's suspicious in itself. Thank you for that. The police report. They redacted stuff from it, and the police report's super suspect too, because of the time. We ain't get to that. We'll get to that. It's so much. And then, so out of all the stuff that we come up with, then you can pick whatever you want to tell them about, just so we can get them off them nail clippings. What did they collect that stuff for? If they're gonna say that it's a self-unaliving, why would they collect that? Oh, that's another thing. Okay. All right. So the only thing that I find suspect with the real police is that they said it was a self-unaliving, and I just want to know where they got that from. Now, the cousin's video, the TikTok video, one of the outside of the incident itself, he went to Walmart and bought the rope to do it. Then we see the Walmart footage. He jumping the rope, tossing it in the air and catching it. He happy as hell. And they really went with that. They really went through with that. That's what made me feel like they definitely wasn't expecting none of this, for them to just go with that. Oh yeah, we ain't worried about nothing. They gon' okay, yeah, they see him. He look happy to me too, but they ain't gonna pay attention to that. What made them think that? What made them? Okay. So yeah, the incident itself, what they was told that makes the TikTok video. But if we want to go say things individually, yeah, he went to Walmart and purchased the rope to unalive himself. But he was happy. Not just happy, very happy in that video. Very happy. The homeless man even said he was happy, didn't he? Or a nice guy. Seemed normal to me. Yeah. That part alone. And I'm about to pull up some videos while we thinking about this stuff. That'll help. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull up some videos that I had that I was making some good points in. It'll help us. Let me see. And this video, this was in like September 30th, I think, when I did this one. Early on stuff. We got to remember, like, that stuff is still important. What we thought initially. The night before Javion, which would have been the day that he allegedly unalived himself, right? There were some cops in the area, and just look like where I have the little pointing out things where the red squiggly line is. Can you tell me what that is? I don't know what that is, but it looks very suspect. Okay, so I'm gonna hit mute on that right quick because but I am gonna move Javion and we could look at the video. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. Boy, I recorded this video so wrong. That ain't even one we could look at. Never mind. But we can listen to it in a minute. So, okay, so they told the cousin, they told Javion's father, this is the TikTok video, or not the father, but told them that he went and purchased the rope, to unalive himself. What else about that video? Y'all was like, oh, heck nah. Look, you don't want to see him like this. That right there, I will say, is number 2 on it. You don't want to see him like this. What the heck? What? Now the COVID restrictions, we heard Tierra say that they didn't tell them that COVID restrictions came from a cop friend that they know. So that didn't come from Vance County. And so Stormy got that kind of mixed up because they did tell her that, but she kind of got that mixed up with Vance County versus their friend. But not want to see him like that, and other people in the room, like they wouldn't let them see him. Other people in the room, in a medical examiner, I guess, or they wouldn't let him ID his body. Couldn't ID his body. That's crazy. And then when they went out there, well, that's different. We gonna stick to the what we were initially told. Couldn't identify his body. Shoot, I think that's enough with that alone. You don't want to see him like this? You don't want to see him like this. You gotta ask your baby daddy, and couldn't identify him. They would not let them lay eyes on him. And they didn't even see him until 8 days later. What, 7, 8 days later, when they did the press conference. And they're there now, right? When they was at the press conference, the same time they was at the press conference, they decided to ship his body back to Chicago. How convenient was that? So they still couldn't lay their eyes on their son. So their timing of that suspect too. Hold on, let me put that on the suspect list. Okay, body shipped the day of the press conference. That's crazy. No, body shipped the day his family, his parents arrived to North Carolina. They even waited hours to go home to see him, and they sent them on a dang on plane. That's damn crazy. It's making me mad. Body shipped day parents arrived. North Carolina. The hell. Press conference. Oh, and then they were told all of the stuff too. They finally got to review the evidence, and that was suspicious. Now, the lieutenant that was clicking the pictures was identified by the father as one of the guys on the 3-cop photo. So, I think he's a lieutenant, right? That's suspicious. Oh, the pastor being in there too. Pastor in there. They ain't asked for him to be in there. Clicking pictures, and they didn't have a good visual on that stuff. Clicking pictures. I don't know how they usually do it, but they should have been able to see his body, his full body. Person clicking pictures. On 3-cop photo. According to the father, according to Corey. Oh, and I mean, Tierra and Marcus said it too, I think. According to parents, I'll just say that. All of the stuff is stuff we can tell them that makes sense. This is stuff that they will want to hear. Because if you start getting into what everybody said, that's nothing that can be proven. It's a waste of breath. It's a waste of breath to tell them what everybody is saying. Hands hidden. Yes. Hands hidden was very suspect. Thank you. Yep. Hands hidden. And hey, shout out to Aunt T. Welcome in. I am my sister's keeper. Welcome in. I'll protect your peace. Yes. At the funeral. What specifically, T Beezy? Yeah, they did say that his face, his nose looked, indentations on his hands, his body seemed repaired. Body. I'll put specific dent in head, nose crooked, hands hidden, nose crooked. Something was going on at the back of his head. Back of head was like held up with some stem or something. It was a little weird. Like to not be able to see his hands was super weird to me, man. Super weird. I'm telling you. So the number, too, if y'all want to call before we even, if y'all want to call soon, is 1-800 call FBI. Let me see. Where's the number at? I got it specifically written on here. And again, we going over suspicious facts. Dang, I thought this would have been. Yes, right. Did I not put it on here? Oh, or did I move it? Hold on, y'all. We'll figure it out in a minute. I thought I did, but I guess. Mic check. I kicked my own self out. Yes. Yes. There is 1-800 call FBI. Yep. And then that number written out. What would I write it on? Is 1-800-225-5324. And this is the FBI Washington field that you would be calling. They are on the Twitter also. And I was just looking at some of the things. What the heck? I was just looking at some of the things that would make them that attracts them, things that they're looking for. What the heck? That's crazy. So what is the FBI tip number? Okay, so one thing, let me see. You can submit a tip anonymously. So it says if you believe you are a victim or a witness of a hate crime, we encourage you to report it to the FBI by calling 1-800 call FBI or submit a tip at tips.fbi.gov. You may remain anonymous. I don't know how you're gonna be anonymous if you email them. The tips.fbi.gov. What does the FBI investigations do? How do we speak to an FBI agent? Call or write the FBI headquarters. So it said, though it is more efficient to submit a tip form or contact a local office, you can also call the FBI headquarters with a tip or complaint about criminal activity. Now that phone number is different. So it is more efficient. See, it's more efficient then. The most efficient way is what we doing, submit a tip form. And I guess like when we call, because they are typing, they're submitting the form for us when we call. So that's why we want to be more controlled with the information and give them some hard facts. So out of everything that we talking about right now, you could maybe tell them 5 things that really stick out to you out of those things and let them know that is more. You know what I'm saying? Just so you could be more efficient and accurate. And okay, so the Aurora police was suspicious that it was suspicious only because Brain act like he didn't ever tell them that. So I'm not saying they were suspicious. Actually, we heard that they were really nice. They stayed there with Corey till his wife got there. They were very concerned about his well-being and all of that kind of stuff. Then we get the TikTok video. Well, that's the first thing we get. The TikTok video. The cousin said, you know, um, they want us to believe he went to Walmart and purchased his rope, unalived himself, and then they wouldn't let his family ID him. And they even said, you don't want to see him like this. See, if you listen close enough, they tell on themselves. Like, okay. So that's suspicious enough, and then y'all know. So what about the sheriff was suspicious to y'all? So now what we doing is going over why it was suspicious. So we wrote down the things that are suspicious, but now why are they suspicious? So why was the sheriff suspicious? Like when you first watched that video, what made you say, "Oh hell no"? For me, we can go. I should pull it up, but I mean to be honest, because his appearance was suspicious to me. His crooked glasses was suspicious to me. His stuttering and fast speaking was suspicious to me. His rudeness and lack of empathy was suspicious to me. His not knowing Javion's name was suspicious to me. Um uh Seemed like he was coming to check the family was suspicious to me. He was rude as hell, and he said, that he what he say, gratitude. I wish them gratitude instead of condolences. He called him Magby instead of McGee. He said he didn't pay attention to stuff, but yet he knew every damn thing. So that's what I mean. Everything about the sheriff was suspicious to me. Okay. So what was it for y'all? Because all of those things. I mean, before the man even opened his mouth, when I seen them glasses, I knew that he wasn't right. Okay, I knew it. Allegedly, all of it, and each interview was different. So yeah, we need to remember. Yes, so the sheriff had a couple interviews. He had one with the news, and then Taylor. So hold on, both of his interviews were suspicious. So let me add that with Taylor. The treatment of the family was suspicious to me. How do you tell a family to slow down, pump their brakes? The train that just left the station. Report the facts and all this. How about you report the facts? Hell, it sounds like to me you didn't even have to investigate because the 911 caller already pronounced them dead and told you the cause of death. The homeless man told you how much money he gave, or allegedly told you how much money he gave him, right? But where's your proof? Because my question was, do they have an ATM transaction of Javion taking out this money? Do they? Don't put nothing on social media was crazy to me. Okay, like what? Where this man been at? Something about 1,000. I understand it's 1,000 views on TikTok. I'm sitting there like, dude, try 2 million. That's how many it was when he said it was 1,000 views. Like, no, sir, it hit 2 million because that's how ridiculous what they said was. Okay, so don't put nothing on social media. Yeah, he checking people, telling people what to do. To stay off social media. What else, y'all? What would y'all want to tell the FBI? I would want to tell them everything I just said. That man said that he didn't pay it no attention. Oh, I didn't pay that no attention. But you know everything else. But when it get to the real important information, I didn't see that, sir. Hold on, let me pull it up. We gonna pull up the ridiculousness. We got to pull him up because it started with him. So really we can just get everything off of this video to tell the FBI. We want footage, unedited. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy you said that. Now, Remember when I put up the truck footage from when he was at Walmart and I zoomed in on the door? You could see that they glitched that footage. Even when I was looking at footage of Jelani Day when he was at his campus, they edited that footage. It freezes, right? When Javion went to his truck, it froze. And then it kicked back in. So me editing, I'm noticing edits in those videos. So yes, we need as a matter of fact, Walmart should have released the footage of him, the camera footage of the entire area, right? That's the footage they should have released. Let me see. Edited footage of Walmart was suspect. Need unedited. Yeah, why didn't they show the best cameras? They know what they was doing, man. It makes absolutely no sense. All of the locations should have footage. Exactly. So I did put down. I'm gonna go over what all the suspicious stuff is. Yeah, the rural police. I'm telling them it was where they get that information from if they didn't tell them, and then the sheriff denying it. I never said that. It's a death investigation. I never said it was. Boy, get out of here. Okay, so the rural police getting it confused from according to the sheriff, the TikTok video, Javion's cousin. Talking about you don't want to see him like this, but it's a self-unaliving. Defensive sheriff rude. The Walmart footage or lack thereof footage. The them showing the family the Shell gas station footage instead of the Walmart distribution footage. Because what was that? If you really think about it, and shout out to Javion's mom, but if you really think about it, that would have been the best footage because that is where Javion spent the most of his time at. Who was he talking to there? What were they talking about there? What was he doing there? Was he in the truck? Was he inside of Walmart? Who told him to go to TNR? Because he went straight to TNR without stopping. He went straight there from Walmart. Who sent them? Who told him about the place? So why wouldn't they release the Walmart distribution footage to show this unaliving that show what led up to it, right? If you're gonna say that somebody did this to themselves, then you need to tell us how. How did this happen? Because ain't nothing that they showed us on the footage proves. And why did we just get clips from TNR when it should have been the very best footage? Shout out to Frugal Mama. Shout out to my moderator in the building. So yeah, why do we get bits and clips? Yep. So hold on. So we lack of footage. I gotta put TNR. I don't even know how I missed that. TNR's footage. We should have captured that. And Green for Life because they was at the door. I mean, and then that's area footage, and also the police that live right there with a camera on their house, or somebody actually took a picture of that. So that right there is in lack of footage. So the rural police, the TikTok video, the defensive rude sheriff, the Walmart footage, being edited and not the best footage they could have got. The homeless man story. The 911 caller pronounced him dead and told us how he did it. The timeline is totally off. See, KLLM allegedly called the TNR. Did that happen or not? What time? Yeah, that's suspicious. The lack of footage. The Shell gas station footage is the only footage they showed them, and it was in clips and small at a distance. No distribution footage, no Green for Life footage, no TNR footage, and the Walmart footage. Oh, no footage of the homeless man money transaction. And why didn't we get the camera off the top of Walmart that has cameras in every freaking direction that would have taken a picture of everything? Okay. The 3 cop photo. The sheriff admitted that was actual cops out there investigating, pulling footage. What? Sheriff basing the evidence off of hearsay with no proof. Just listening at the owner, we can hear it on the 911 call, and the fact that 911 call. Let's go back to that. Not only did he pronounce him dead, but on the 911 call, it seemed like a whole. It seemed like bad acting, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. That 911 call was bad acting all the way. I mean, from the lady who answered to his voice. Why was his voice distorted? That the 911 caller's voice. We need to that right there. We need to say that. The voice distorted. The laughter. And the confidence that he did it to himself. So voice distorted, confidence. Why was he so confident? How the hell he know? Confident. And I guess he a doctor too, because he pronounced him unalive. So distorted, confident, and laughing. The fact that the dang on police got there, I heard the police was there. Somebody in the background was saying "OF, OF." They said it several times. So let me get to why they suspicious. 'Cause I'm just like, hold on. So yeah, the sheriff telling people to stay off. Just everything about the sheriff. They just need to watch the press conference. Watch it for yourself. Watch it. Okay, the Walmart footage. It was edited. Not the best footage. Not the best footage. We could have got all angles. All angles. And y'all know what? In the beginning, he definitely lied. So much change, y'all. Walmart has cameras better than the bank. They playing in our face. Exactly. And that's what upsets me so much. The playing in the face. Like, just think we stupid. Are you serious? I mean, it's crazy, blatant. But I'm gonna pull this up. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta go do something.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
It's me. I'm calling from North Carolina.
Me?
Here's me, Jenny.
Okay.
I don't want her to go to buy anymore.
Okay.
Here's what still, when I first saw his cousin's video on the 13th that stood up with me the most before, and then when I saw her video, then I heard the interviews, then I found Richard, then I started doing what I had to do. What struck me the most, because I just went through this 3 years ago, was my friend doing the F word. I'm a friend, not a family member. We were all questioned.
Really?
All of us.
Were y'all?
Yes, so that's what stood out to me. So I'm like thinking, this girl was out here saying, they said, what? How they got time? And they did put the yellow tape around her house. I saw a piece of it in my Bible.
Really?
And they didn't come take it back. We took it. Yeah, she's allowed to say 12 gauge. But yeah, we were quite aware. And I'm a friend. She was like family to me. And but yeah, we all got questioned. Her grandson had they tested him for gunpowder residue. They did all kinds of testing. So that's what stuck out to me when his cousin put that video out, because I'm still I still have a problem saying my friend unalives herself. I have to say my friend BLEWHEAD. Okay? Because I still am traumatized by it. But we all got questioned. All of us.
Very
Family
interesting.
and friends. Even her daughter in Texas.
Let me ask you
That
this.
stuck out to me too.
What kind of questions did they ask you?
Was she experienced any
thoughts.
Has she ever,
Okay.
mental status.
Okay.
And we were aware that she was. So you see what I'm saying?
Right.
The other thing is, I had to deal with another alignment, which that person still ran away. He got away from it. I have receipts. Everything I say, I have receipts. I sent it to Diamond, but she was sending me things when she was getting her ass free and putting information out there. So she could see out and trust me. I'm telling the truth about the sergeant at my local police department. It took 11 years to get him all dismantled, but he's still on the streets.
I don't know what you're talking about now.
With my friend. Yeah, never mind now. I got lost.
Yeah, you get, yeah.
Back to Sharon.
Okay.
We all got questions. That's what stuck out to me the most when I saw that video. What you mean? A day later, Chase was still getting dusted for gun prints, a crime scene. I mean, every detective and sheriff was on the street.
Really?
For like 3 to 4 days. And we got the crap back in like 6 weeks.
You got what back? The
all
reports?
The medical stuff, all of it. Toxicology, all of it.
So you said,
So
basically, that's really good information because so they didn't handle it right at all. Now, what police department handled that?
I hate to say that because I've already been a target with them, but Carter County.
Oh, okay. You could have just said not Vance County because that was really my question, but it's okay.
Yeah, can you read this video and leave that part out? But yeah, North Carolina, and but no, they did thoroughly investigate. You see what I'm saying? And you can't just because it could have been somebody else came in there and did that.
Exactly. What makes them so confident that this is what it is with no investigation?
Hours later, could people just walk up on the crime scene?
Exactly. No protection of the crime scene. Yeah. No rope off. That was suspicious. Yeah. And how quick they got there. When you look at the police report, you can, when you're on a 911 call, you hear them say they pulling up now, and then you can hear them in the background, somebody else in the background. All of that stuff was suspicious.
Okay, that's another point you just made me. I was getting ready to go to work, and her grandson called me, and he said, she always told me to call you first because he knew I had the extra key and some papers, their house and stuff, because it was always in the back of our head. And the time I got from my house to her house, which was maybe 7 or 8 minutes, all the police weren't even there yet. There were police there, but not everybody.
But they did rope off the scene, though, you said.
Yes, she did. And her daughter threw such a fit, was freaking out so bad, hysterical, they wouldn't even let her come in the house. Yeah. And that was her blood-birth daughter.
Yeah, but that is different, though, because if it was a shotgun, that was gruesome, right?
There were people there. There was a whole mess. There were still questions that to this day I go through my head thinking, did so-and-so do this or did she do this? But no, they did do an investigation.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to throw that out there because it's so much.
But see, that
when I saw that video, I'm like, no, they don't know that already.
But honestly, that right there, that lets you know a lot, though. Like I've been saying already, what need to happen is the laws need to change because it's something somewhere in their books they got if they own a tree, automatically it's self-unaliving. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore that cancels all investigation. The law need to change. So we need to work on that, figure out what to do, how to get that in the books, because that's what need to change. See, it's a protocol. I wonder what is they written protocol if you find somebody hanging. It's written to say cancel all investigation. He did it. Wrap it up. Let's go. So that's crazy.
I don't know, but this whole case is just, I do feel like he is right to wake everybody up. I totally believe that in my heart.
It definitely is waking people up.
It's just I just don't know. And yeah, people can call the DOJ too. I posted that number in the chat. There's a whole bunch of numbers. I've already done this. I just didn't record any of the calls. I emailed everybody, and that's why when I knew, even a month, even 8 weeks ago, nobody's asked you or Richard for nothing. And then I've heard his parents speak, and what? Nobody knows the time difference from the grandmother's phone to this.
Yeah, we talked about that.
It's just a mess.
Yeah, soon as we talked about the time difference, soon as we found out about it.
My point is, they should have known that before his sister or his cousin had the time to even put up a TikTok video. They investigate, then they come tell. You know what I mean? Like it's a mess. But I do know that's how they had Sharon's, and no matter how, what method? No, there was a whole investigation. There was yellow scene. They wouldn't even let her own daughter because she was so freaked out of what happened, even in the house. But the day after, you can just walk up because there ain't no crime scene date, and everybody taking pictures and tearing down trees and like no. We were still dealing with the police and the detectives and stuff up until a week. Well, I'd say a good 4 days. They didn't have to, yeah. And then they didn't take the tape down. We did.
Yeah. And they usually do.
It was a hard thing to do, so truthfully, we kind of left it up.
Yeah.
And then we all took pieces of it. But yeah, that's what stood out to me very first before I even heard the sheriff's interview. I thought, what do you mean yesterday? And they're saying this, because I just went through this not too long ago, and that's not how it works with the self-unalignment.
Well, thank you for letting us know that.
All right.
Thanks. Bye.
Delete that girl.
So 7, yes, right. TBZ and Antwood. Hey, welcome in. We thank you, Miss V and Sleuth Nation. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And so I wanted to, I should have did that poll. Can you put a 7 in the chat if you are willing to call the FBI? I want to know how many writers out here, because there's definitely a lot of people saying stuff. You know, we need to do this. We need to do that. We need to go out there. Yeah. What can y'all call the FBI? Put a 7 in the chat if you're willing to call the FBI. But what did they say? Like, you haven't told us nothing that they said or anything accomplished. So if you could call back and like tell them some specific things that we put on the list here, you know, that way we on the same page with what we telling them. So, I mean, we was at the Walmart footage, but we don't have to go through all of this, but I mean, with the Walmart footage, y'all could just say individually what you think. But I mean, I just feel like we should have got a full unedited version. For sure. Let's see who we got.
It's Jenny.
To accept, press 1.
Okay.
When this first happened, I did call Josh Ryan's office, everybody in North Carolina, the DOJ, the FBI, they would all refer me to other numbers, basically, but they all took the information. Then when I would get more evidence, I would call back, or Richard would do a video, or you do a video, I'd call back. I had emailed so much stuff that to some places, truthfully, my phone is on full memory because I got a cheap phone, girl. And so I had to even delete some of my stuff because it had so many attachments. But no, basically they asked me questions. You know, there's obviously been more that's come out, but I was on the phone yesterday. Right now, there's another case going on in Mecklenburg County Sheriff, and I'm trying to get a hold of the deputy that just resigned because I feel like he's an honest person that worked for the FBI for 30 years. But no, they just took a report, basically. And then they'd refer me to contact another agency, which I did. And they'd refer me to contact the other agency. That's how I have all these phone numbers.
So which agencies did you call?
I called the FBI, the North Carolina DOJ, Josh Stein, that's our Attorney General at the time. Then I called the governor's office. I filled out applications at Southern Poverty Law. I'd have to go through all my emails.
Do you know like who you spoke to? Because it's really good to get names if they'll give them to you.
I didn't really kind of write crap down in the beginning because I was just so into calling. I mean, I have all the numbers and I have some still email.
Do you have dates and times?
I'd have to go back, but yeah, I could get them, and then I'll just text them to you later.
So
my
I do
phone.
want to say, like, for anybody, if you call, if you can get the date, write down the date and time, because keeping a trail of everything is very important, and find out who name or agent number that you're speaking with, and then that way.
Right, and that I do get, but I didn't get that in the beginning because I never knew it would go this far. There was way too much evidence just from what we've seen with our human eyes for investigators to overlook. So
Right.
in the beginning, I was still kind of trusting the fact that I wasn't realizing the whole depth.
Right, but I'm just
You know
saying,
what I'm
like,
saying?
as far as you, like, moving forward, like, because to say that you called and it's nothing solid, you know what I'm saying, and
Well, I
it's
don't
nothing
know.
holding them accountable.
Well,
Because you can be
I
like,
don't
I
think
called
they're
and
gonna
I
be
spoke
held
to such and
accountable.
such, and they told me this. You know, if you
Yeah,
don't
I
write
don't
nothing
know. I
down,
don't. I mean, I have notes. I mean, little things that I have email receipts of things people requested media. Like I gave Richard all the media. I got a hold of media. She said, "Oh, she was going to talk to Richard." Then they said they couldn't do it because of what they were saying about the S word. I mean, and then I haven't called again. But I can call. I will call again. That's why I've dropped a 7. I have called, but I will call again. This time I will document and record because I didn't think it would go this far. I mean, I just figured it would be investigated by now.
Yeah, you would think the laws would work the way they're supposed to, but I guess maybe this is the way they're supposed to.
When the family came out with the
That's why the
statement,
laws
the
gotta
attorneys, I'm like,
change.
okay, Lee Merritt's on it, and he's going to handle it. And then more stuff, and then I'm like, no, but I'll absolutely call again. But that didn't come to mind in the beginning when I was calling all these.
So now when you call, if you could use some of these suspicious facts to tell them, that would be good.
Yeah, well, now I'll write down the agent's number and things like that.
Yeah, like their number and a time and date. Because, I mean, I just know.
I didn't record the call because I didn't even think about that.
If you don't have times and dates in life, like if you want to prove something in court, times and dates make it more legitimate.
Oh, no, if they need any of that or they need my phone, they can have full access to my phone. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so there's definitely stuff. I would have no problem giving up my phone. My point is, I figured they would have hit Richard up or you up, and when I knew they didn't, that's when I started going, what in the world?
They'd never catch me because, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I kind of like live a real screen life, so. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. But okay, thank you so much.
And I could get all that together. I just can't right now at this second because I'm just picking up late on this chat, so I'm mad at myself for that. And I'd have to go through everything.
No, you're fine.
And get dates.
I just want us to be on the same page. Just so.
Yeah, it was end of September, till I'd say the middle of August. Or October. I was calling.
Okay.
Yeah, till the middle of October, and that's when other people will start calling. And now I'm just my brain's all combobulated with this.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you could just tell them maybe 5 suspicious facts that we just talked about, so we'll all be on the same page. Or if you could just run them all down.
Like 3, but there have been a couple new things, so I'll definitely call again.
Yeah, like stuff we can prove because we got it in black and white, or because we got it recorded.
Right. They need to know. I believe they already know. That's my point. Like,
well, they need to know times 40,000. You know what I'm saying?
Even if you listen to that tape last night, it was recorded at Rich Place. At the beginning, the lady says ongoing investigation. That's why I'm like thinking, are they investigating or aren't they investigating? They'll
tell you they're investigating for 30 years. I'll just tell you that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They always say they're investigating. It could be an unsolved mystery, 30 years. We still investigating. Yeah, I ain't looking into that dang on case. There's certain things they just have to say. And right now, what they doing, they stalling. That's what the hell they doing right now.
That's
all they doing right now.
In my head.
Stalling.
That's exactly where I'm at. What they do in my head. That's what
we ain't gonna forget. We're not gonna forget. We ain't gonna stop talking about it. I'm still talking about Jelani Day in 2021, and I'm about to talk about Anaya Day Garrett, who was unalived in 2018. because that's what even got me started on Facebook with
Well,
crime.
there was a case this morning I just ran across. I just sent it to Rich. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's in Mecklenburg County. We just found out that Sheriff's Kirkman and the deputy just busted him out. That's who I'm trying to get a hold of. I can't look at his name, Kevin something, until I hang up the phone. And that's who I've been trying to get a hold of this man now, okay?
What, this in North Carolina?
Very honest. It's in North Carolina. Well, they just found this 23-year-old shot.
Oh, you can't say that.
It's like yesterday. Oh, yeah.
But I already heard you. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, in a car. But the people were saying he was placed there. This was just yesterday or the day before. And I'm going, oh, great. And this
do they suspect foul play from the cops?
They didn't say nothing, but I suspect myself foul play from Mecklenburg County, because if you look up just this week, all the drama in that sheriff department, it's a crooked sheriff.
Yeah, okay.
And the deputy just resigned because of racial stuff, but it's a black sheriff.
Yeah, that means not a damn thing.
Black deputy assistant.
Yeah.
Out
it just means they do more stuff and blame it on them, that's all. But we don't want to confuse people. We're going to stick to Javion and these suspicious facts, but
Right, well, my point was this whole state thing, I think.
It is. It's everywhere because the laws need to change. But okay, thank you for calling.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, some more. We gonna read them again. The rural police, the suspicious facts, what they told, where they got it from. The TikTok video from Javion's cousin, the defensive sheriff who was rude, the Walmart footage with the we need unedited. Why did they choose that? The homeless man story. Where's that footage? We didn't see it. The sheriff first said he had it, and then he said it ain't. You know, at first it was saying that he gave it to him certain places and all that, but they can look at the sheriff video for that. The 911 call was suspicious. His voice was distorted. He pronounced him unalive, and he knew how it happened. Like, what do you need a hospital for? What do you need a doctor for? A coroner? TNR Ray Patrick's already pronounced him and told us how it happened. Wow. I mean, how the hell he know that? The timeline is off. The lack of footage is off. Shell gas station footage, not the Walmart distribution center, not Green for Life, not TNR, but clips from Shell gas station. 3 cop photo been verified by Corey, Javion's dad, as the sheriff, saying that they was investigating pulling footage. That's the fact that the sheriff's whole evidence is based off of hearsay, the owner and the homeless man and Walmart footage. That's all the investigation they did, because that's all they said. They also never told the family. They never told the parents about that until they had been talking to Bishop on the phone or whoever else they was talking to on the phone, and they never said nothing about the Walmart footage until the day they went to listen to the evidence. So that was added. And I was even reading something in one of these videos, and I'm like, whoa, I read like the 2 different timelines. The tree itself don't make sense. The fact that he was out there for 15 hours don't make sense. Didn't nobody see him? The TNR didn't see him. Nobody seen him 10 a.m. before they found him, but they didn't notice the suspicious vehicle in their gate. Yeah, we need to write that down. Hell, they went all the way to Walmart to identify a body, but they had his trailer in their gate, and the doors was unlocked too, because they later found everything. So why didn't they check the trailer? Wait, Javion's trailer was inside the gate. No, tractor was inside the gate. Javion's tractor inside gate. Hey, that's what they told us. The trailer, we don't know where that's at, because the sheriff never separated the trailer from the tractor. That's another thing suspicious. Sheriff didn't separate it, but he told us it was in the gate. He sure did. And we didn't even have not having the footage of Javion pulling that trailer off. That's real. No footage of Javion Now that is very that should be at the top. No footage of him taking that trailer off. Now, why wouldn't they have footage? Now, what? There is rumor that something happened at the Walmart distribution center too. It could something could have happened there. You know what I'm saying? We question that. No footage. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Let me turn this up. We could at least hear it. I'm mad as little though. This is stuff I was thinking in the beginning. This is a 911 call. So.
Are you with him now? Okay, and how old is he, bro? 25, 30, maybe. Okay, 25, 30. Okay, is he awake? No, he already did. Okay. No, he don't look like it. No, he's dead. Alright, I'm a first responder. I don't know how long he's been there. Alright, I'm just putting it on here.
Wait a minute, too. Hold on, because let me. TBZ. Wait, who was that said that they wouldn't let them see their son? Because I meant to say something about that, but I was distracted. Who said that? Let me see. Let me go back to the bottom. Who said that they couldn't? Was it you, TBZ? At TBZ, no, I called in the beginning. I wanted to. Oh, Queen B. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for your loss. Like, let me go back. Hold on, and see what you said, because I meant to say something, but I got distracted. I don't. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up, y'all. Okay, so she said they told me I couldn't see my son at the site until the next day. That's why my first initial thought was I felt it was a cover up. Wow. I'm so sorry for your loss. I want to know more. I mean, because I've seen your name a couple times. Is it solved? Do he need justice still? Like, where are you with that? Let us know. I'm so sorry. Gosh, man. See? We remember.
I just put everything. Everybody's already dispatched out there, and give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second for me. Okay, you there, sir? Yes, sir. Okay, I got everybody on the way. Is there a defibrillator available?
Yes.
He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. I ain't touched him. I ain't been around him yet.
Now I just thought it was so suspicious that he added that he go. Oh, I ain't been around. But remember, I said that was extra that he added that, right? I said that's he added more details that didn't nobody ask him, and that to me that was suspicious. But remember, Malcolm said that he called. Remember, Malcolm said they was trying to wake him up. Hold on, y'all. Hey.
I mean, I've been close enough. I don't see him breathing at all.
Okay. All right. And
No, it ain't no detail around here.
okay, gotcha. I got everybody on the way out there.
Yeah, all you hear the sirens, man.
Yeah.
Just pulling him in, man.
Okay. You see him there pulling up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
See you.
Wow, the police sure got there fast, didn't they? And how did he know that he harmed himself? How was he so confident to say, oh, he's gone? Oh, yeah, he harmed himself. Listen, there's something, this article that I want to read right now is telling me something that I had not heard before about how this 911 call arise, right? So we gonna go through this article. And also I'm gonna pull up these pictures that are circulating right here. I zoomed in on them so we could see them a little bit better. So these are the pictures that have been put out saying that Javion was pulled over by some cops. And this is the pictures right here. I lightened this one up. I darkened that one. And then I zoomed in on those. So let's see what we're looking at here. So I found out now the bigger picture has another vehicle right there. That's where the reflection is coming from on this vehicle that we see the silhouette of alleged Javion in this picture. That red light is coming from the vehicle right there that was cut out of the picture before, but I found it on Facebook. I'm not sure if it's the person that actually posted the picture or not. But see, you see that I'm showing you the full picture and then I'm going back in, zooming in. Now, right there is where it is said to be Javion in the reflection of that vehicle. That looks like a black guy with glasses, a goatee, and a beard. And then there it appears to be a reflection also in the window. Now, the guy that I'm zooming in right there, not right here. Now that looked like something on the ground. I see a face, I see a hand, I see a white shirt. That's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong. Now that So this one, I wanted to look at the date that when did I put this out? I think it was the 30th of September. I guess I could have looked a different way. Let's just keep it playing. But just remember, like, and I don't talk about it a lot, that other figure that I see on the other side. That's also suspicious. And I labeled it. But not right on here. There. And okay, so that's the guy that's right there. His hand is on something. I think it's his weapon. And that looks like it's somebody laying there. But that definitely looked like a reflection of somebody whose legs is right there. Now this is what's circulating, and I can see it as well. Like I pointed out the person laying down, and also when I get to it, there's a reflection that I'm seeing in the glass, but that might be the guy that's standing right here. See that reflection that I'm zoomed in on right now? You can see a person. I thought that was a female, but I don't see anybody standing over on the other side. So I think it's that guy. And that's why I'm going back and forth right there. It could be him. His hand is going straight down. But yeah, that reflection, that red reflection is coming from the red and these. Now, why did two vehicles pull up? These are not marked cars. These don't look like police vehicles to me. But yet we see a cop there. And so one of the things that I was wondering, I mean, shout out to BFF in the building. Now you see how I'm zoomed in on this is making it real easy to see. BFF. I don't know where they standing at. And also I believe that reflection is coming from a light there's a light, there's an area light somewhere that's beaming like that, and that red light is coming from that vehicle on the other side that was chopped out of the video. Only thing I did was narrow the street. I took the street out because it was a lot of the street showing. Whoever took this picture was like across the street, you know, or at a far distance is what it's looking like to me. And I took out some of the bushes. That's the only thing. But I kept that vehicle, and that's as far as the picture went on the left-hand side. What are they? So that was a good one. Atwood. Antwood? Did I say Antwood? Okay. Yeah, that was a good one. The unknown cop on the report. And I think that was J.B. Williamson, right? J.B. Williamson. I think that's who he talking about. Or I don't know if Atwood is a male or female. Do y'all want to do the voice analysis thing? It's it it could be considered petty, but I am curious about it though, because remember we talked about candle hacks, right? And Jennifer West, you know, when Taylor did that video, and candle hacks pretty much you know, stop harassing me after that. So I have 3 different voices that I wanted to find, because remember, Candle Hacks called me, and it was you know, I let them talk on here to let us know about that picture. This picture right here that they wanted to. So let me know if y'all want to do the voice analysis. Maybe we could say that for tomorrow or later. Yeah, tomorrow. Because the person that called in on Taylor's show obviously didn't sound like the AI voice. Why can't we get the real 911 call? Right. So Chinetta is thinking that it really was 2. Yeah, I mean, because the 911 caller did say we got everybody dispatched out there already. So why were they already dispatched? Yes, I gotta write that. The 911 call. Where's my? It was so many, but the dispatcher seemed the whole call seemed staged to me, but the dispatcher already dispatched. So on the police report, it said that they arrived. The time said 10:07, 10:08, and 10:09. So, like I said, they was already right there. Who's he talking to in the background? The guy saying, "OF, OF." It was people around him. Who were the people around him? Because everybody that was standing there when he made that 911 call should have been on the police report as a witness. So who was saying OF? Who in the background was saying he looked 25 or 35? Why was his voice distorted? Caller voice distorted. I'm writing this in a different spot now, y'all. And Javion's mom says she feel like it was distorted to sound like a black man. And I agree, because he did. Especially when he's like, no, ain't no defib around here though. Dispatcher already the dispatcher said. Background talk. Cussing in the background. Why wasn't they named on the report? Okay. Let's keep going. And I'm going to look at the comments. What they doing, though? That definitely looked like a silhouette. It does, y'all. It does. That they're saying that those are the legs down there, white socks. That look like a person laying there. And I got I took a picture, but I don't think I even put it in there where I Oh, yeah. Pointed out what I was looking at in that picture. But that's the shadow that I'm seeing, the reflection in the glass right there. So the crime scene. So yeah, I'm just showing y'all that. But the article that I'm looking at right now, and I didn't see this before. Javion's birthday is coming up, y'all. October 5th. He would have been 22 years old. And that hurt me too, man. But instead, they got to plan a funeral. That is so heartbreaking. Okay, so hold on. What was I looking at? Oh, I'm looking for the article that I wanted to read because it directly talks about the 911 call and how this call came about. Okay, so when this guy made the call, he actually said that I got a guy out here cutting grass, right? And so when we hear that, and we later find out that it is the guy from TNR that made this call. When he said I got a guy out here cutting grass, you would think that that's what made them see the body, right? But no, this article right here tells a different story. So there's TNR, that's the guy that called 911. We just listened to the 911 call. Very insensitive. Didn't give a damn. Yeah, he really didn't, y'all. He really didn't. So I don't know. I guess I don't have the clipping of the article. I was trying to at least pull it up, but this article is coming from Chicago 5. It was written, it is dated September 18th. It was updated on September 19th. September 19th is the originated date. Now, September 18th is when the family came out. I do believe it was the 18th when they did their press conference. It was. So what's different in this article is a few things, but the one thing that I'm targeting is when the 911 call was made. Good one. So it says here, according to KLLM Trucking, where Javion, who was from Aurora, Illinois, worked. The 21-year-old recently obtained his commercial driver's license early in 2024. Magee's wallet and cell phone were both found in his truck by the police, the department said, right? They go on to say, they go on to say, we have been able to see some of the recent searches from Javion's phone and are working through proper legal authorities to obtain information in hopes of having a complete picture of what occurred. Javion's body was found the morning of September 11th, the sheriff said. Okay. So the part that was different, hold on, because I guess I found, okay. Right here, it says, police said the man who found Javion's body had been called to the scene by Magee's employers, who reached out requesting a check on their driver because the truck had not moved in some time. I had not heard that at all, right? So now we know that KLLM have talked to TNR. According to this article, they had everything to do with Javion being found. But when he called 911, he didn't say that, hey, I'm calling 911 because a guy is missing. He said he was calling 911 because he had a guy out there cutting the grass and they found the body there. So make that make sense. Yeah, and we ain't heard nothing. Like, that's the only article that I seen that in. And I literally just recently read that again. Because I'm like, I thought I read it somewhere and then they specified 15 or 17 hours wherever I read it, but I don't think that I said it here. I don't know. Let me let it keep playing. But I'm still looking at y'all comments and writing stuff down. So here's another lie. Okay, that's what I'm looking at here. So y'all can tell the difference. And so I'm going to play that 911 call again for the people that might not have heard it. Exactly what he said, loud and clear. He ain't say nothing about I was told to call 911 or he didn't. We got a missing person and they tracked him at my location because that's what they did. And so, yeah, hold on.
Emergency?
Right. I had some guys out here mowing grass and I think y'all man out here killed in a tree.
In the tree?
And I do want to say again that he said hung in a tree. I just clipped it out. But when I clipped it out, I don't know why it sounded like put in a tree. But he definitely said H-U-N-G a couple times. And he said it about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he looked dead.
Okay, what's the other? Okay, and are you...
Let's count how many times he say dead.
With him now?
Yeah.
Okay, and how old is he, Bob?
25, 30, maybe.
Okay, 25 or 30. Okay, is he awake?
No, I think he's dead.
Breathing? Okay.
No, it don't look like it. No, he's dead.
Okay, all right.
I'm a first responder. I don't know how long he's been there.
All right, I'm just putting it all in here.
So funny, dude.
Give me 1 second. I'm just putting everything. Everybody's already dispatched out there, and give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second for me. Okay, you there, sir? I got everybody on the way. Is there a defibrillator available?
Yes, sir. It just seemed like when she told him to hold on and came right back that quick, it was almost like she didn't know what to say after she said they was already dispatched. So she just said, hold on, and then came back. Because she came back real quick. But anyway, it's all suspect.
He called himself. Yeah, he's gone. I ain't touched him. I ain't been around him yet. I've been close enough. I don't see him breathing at all.
So I wonder at what point. Remember, Malcolm said that they was shocked. They thought he was drunk. They were trying to wake him up. I wonder what part of it. Why he leave that part off? I think when he said, "Oh, well, I've been close enough," first he said he ain't been close. He ain't touched him. Well, I've been close enough. I wonder, was that when y'all was trying to wake him up, or somebody that, how people telling different stories and they all right there. Like, I'd love to know that. Something ain't adding up. And I would love to know the conversation too between the long guys and TNR. I would love to know the conversation between KLLM and TNR, since KLLM called them about their driver. See, that need to be explained. Ain't nobody want to talk about it though.
Okay, all right, and...
No, it ain't no detail around here.
Okay, gotcha. I got everybody on the way out there.
Yeah, the sirens, man.
Yeah.
Now, what the hell did he just say right there? Oh, yeah. What? What did he say? I couldn't make that out at all. All the times I didn't listen to it. I don't know how hell she knew what he was saying.
All right, and...
No, it ain't no detail around here.
Okay, gotcha. I got everybody on the way out there.
Yeah, the sirens, man.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he said, I hear the sirens now. Wait, let me see if that's what this man's saying. Hold on. Now, why? Yeah, I want to know at this point. Is that what that man just said?
Everybody on the way out there.
The sirens, man.
That's exactly what he said. I hear the sirens now. What? That's crazy, y'all. I ain't never pointed that out. That is what he said. And I only caught it just now. See how you could listen at something over and over?
It ain't no detail around here.
Okay, gotcha. I got everybody on the way out there.
The sirens, man. pulling in now.
Okay.
Now he hear the sirens now, and they pulling in like it. Yeah, well, he said that what a millisecond apart. I think they was already damn near. That's my opinion. Okay, did y'all hear him say that? I hear the sirens now.
You see him there pulling up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you could hear the guy say F you F again at the very end. Did y'all hear that? Let's take it back. He said it one more time for the go.
Yeah, it's a sirens now.
Yeah.
It's pulling in now.
Okay. You see him there pulling up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Vance County.
Just another day. And yeah, so how did the police get there so fast? The dispatcher said that she had them dispatched out, everybody dispatched already. How was that possible before the call? I'm just saying, like, I'm just hearing all kind of stuff at this point. Dang, and I heard something at that point too. You know what I'm saying? Wow, let me go back down because I am like, oh, the tire marks and the rope. Yes, the tire marks can be proven because we got a video. So, thanks for that. Tire marks. Boy, I don't know. I started off on this piece of paper that I have no room on now. I should have not even. Let's see. Tire marks and what else you said? What it? Without nothing to stand on. I got that. Why the family couldn't see the body right away. Got that. Tire marks and the rope silvers. The rope silver. Oh, slivers. Okay, yes. Yes. So that was yeah. Rope in grass. Rope slivers in grass. A week later. And the grass got cut too. I wonder, did they cut it that day or no? Yeah, grass cut. No crime scene. Yeah, really. And then not to mention, I got screenshots. The only thing as far as the screenshots, I think I could say a screenshot is official if they were screenshotting it to, if they were contacting like Henderson police and stuff like that. It was something else that I heard. You can hear somebody in the background. I had pointed this out in other videos, but why didn't he say nothing about KLM calling him and trying to reporting a missing driver that was tracked at his place? Thank you, Z baby. He didn't say nothing about that. And what time did KLM call them? Because they allegedly had to have tracked them there, right? So that, like I said, man, this just makes it even more mistakes that they made. 419-210-1204. What y'all thinking about this? About what y'all hearing right now? Shout out to the realist. Shout out to 755. Thank y'all for dropping down. His birthday is my hire date at my job. Wow. So sad that they got to plan a funeral. His birthday is today is October 1st. Is it after midnight yet? In about 6 minutes. It'll be October 1st. And they got to plan a funeral. And this ain't right. Wait, who confused? There's so many inconsistencies in this story. And so I'm going to pull these pictures up again. Wait, who confused? Why you confused? They ain't never came that fast before. Oh, they sure haven't. Like I'm talking about, and then when you look on a police report, it literally say the minutes apart. The call 10 or 10:08. Then it's something happened at 10:07 before the call, and then they had 10:09, like as them arriving or something like that. Something it's just weird. Like everything a minute, 2 minute apart. How the hell do that happen unless they just was they already there? You know. It seemed like quite a few people in the background that I didn't see on no police report. Shout out to Latasha Turk. Welcome in. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yes. Yeah, that's my bad. I should have put it together. Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. It's just when I seem confused because I don't want people to be confused, you know. That's what caught my attention first. Hell, I've had to call and be put on hold before just saying they already knew. Yeah, they already knew. They had to, man. Like that in itself is suspect. The fact that they wrote that on a police report is suspect, and it also proves that they didn't expect to be checked behind. So yes, please, everybody, like take notes, whatever you can take from this, and call the FBI with it. And so let me go over here. Oh, I don't even have up the let me come back. Oh, I guess I could do this. I'll let this play and then I'm gonna open another tab. Give me a minute, y'all. Well, it don't matter. I'm talking here too. Wait, somebody calling me. Hold on.
Precious. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hey caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Miss B, this is Precious.
Oh, hi, Precious.
Hey, how's Piper's Fresh on as my handle?
Yes. Presh.
How's it going?
Good. Are you Javion's cousin?
Yep, I'm Tiara's cousin. Her mom is my first cousin.
Okay.
So, I just wanted to clear up from the other day because you was wondering who that child chick was. That post did come from family. Now, where she had got the information from, I'm not 100% certain, but that wasn't just like a random person that put that up. That did come from family.
Oh, the one that said 622 and my cousin?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good. Because that's how I was reporting it at first. Okay.
And, I mean, I agree with y'all the way that call came in, and I peeped that when I first heard the call from day one, when they were like, she was like, they're already on the way. So that tells me somebody had called already. I don't think that was the first 911 call, and that first call needs to be revealed. And if it's not a first call, how are they already on the way?
Exactly. Somebody had to call. You know, now what do you think about KLLM contacting them? Had you heard that?
All of that is suspect. I have not heard anything about KLLM. Like, I get a lot of my facts and details from you and Taylor because, you know, Tierra and Marcus, they're just so overwhelmed with everything.
Yeah.
But I have not heard of anything, but if they did, you know, was looking for him, that needs to be revealed as well.
Well, let me tell you. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to tell you that I read that from an article. And so it absolutely was said. And then, but that's my thing. I only read it in that article and I haven't heard anybody speak it. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure that you knew that too, that's what they're saying.
We need to try to peel the onion back on that for sure, because that's some pertinent information. Absolutely. But I just want to thank you for everything you're doing. Like y'all said, if Sonya wouldn't have done that initial video, which we pushed her to do because she's the one that has most of the followers and is, you know, more of an influencer on the social side, nobody would know about this. The story would just be thrown under, you know, the ramps, and you know. So I'm just very glad that y'all are showing light on this. We gonna break this case.
Yeah.
Because from my cousin, but I'm at work. I just want to.
Okay. Thank you so much. And Javion has our heart over here. We gonna stay on it, baby. We report for years on cases. Yes.
I feel like we got family and all over the country now.
Yeah, y'all my family, that's for sure. Yeah. That's how I feel. That's how we all feel. Okay. Blessings
All right,
to you.
thank you.
Bye. So shout out to Presh. I'm happy that she called in and verified that. So Tierra had said that she was going to, but she's verifying it for her. And so that thing that I had been pulling up is family, where she said that was her cousin. At 6:22, his phone pinged. That was I don't have it in here right now. Let me go through my screenshots to see. But I don't think I do. Let's see. I have. Nope. Nope. I got all of the things out of here that people were saying. What screenshot is this? Oh, that's the blank. This is what we need. This is what we looking at right now, y'all. Nothing.
Call from baby. To
T
accept,
baby.
press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
Hey caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
V, baby, I'm calling from Louisiana.
Oh, you said V, baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thanks for calling. How are you? What did you want to tell us?
All right. I wanted to say a lot of questions that, like, for the parents can see Javion. Like, they said something about COVID. My thing is, why they didn't tell them to take a COVID test before they came?
Well, I want to clear that up because when the mother and Bonus Dad interviewed with me, they said that didn't come from the sheriff. That came from a cop friend that they know. So that's the only part that wasn't true. But as far as them, you don't want to see your son like this, and you got to get your the dad's permission, and all of that stuff was true.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, they moved the body knowing that they traveled to come see their child.
Right. Wasn't that crazy? Just so convenient.
That was so crazy.
So convenient.
Right.
He been there all week, and the day they come, they ship him where they in Chicago. So, and just think about it with his mom. She don't live in Chicago, so they went back home. Like, man, that's wrong. It's like it was planned, right?
Yeah. And other police and just playing, especially with the dispatch.
Yeah.
The questions she was asking was unnormal. It was very unnormal.
What did you think was odd that she asked?
When she said, is he awake? And what she said, is he awake?
And is it a defibrillator? Like,
and all that, like, that was unnormal to me.
The defibrillator part wasn't normal either. To me, like, he's outside on a tree. Where they got a defibrillator at? And then he didn't say that he was calling. Well, they did ask for the address, but did he say that he was calling from his business, or did he just say, I got some guys out here cutting a tree?
I thought that's the first thing they asked. That's why I said the question she was asking was very unnormal. She didn't say, where you calling from? Ain't that normally what they say?
She did ask for an address. They just didn't give it to us. She's like, what's your address? And then they cut it off. She did ask that question.
Okay. Because I was going to say that was very unnormal not to ask where you calling from.
But they normally don't let you hear the address. Is it anything else that, like, really stuck out to you? Like, if you were to call the FBI, what would be the things that you would tell them?
It's much the Walmart footage. That sticks out to me. The fact that he went to Walmart with the little paper wrap. My thing is, why you didn't ask for the people that was working that day that he purchased it around that time at self-checkout? That was very weird.
What, that they went to, wait, what was weird about that again?
Okay, when he went to Walmart to check on the wrapper, why he didn't ask who was working that day at the self-checkout?
They see so many people, though. But it's so weird to me
But
with
it
the
got a camera showing the bottom part of the self-checkout person standing there.
and you know what too, as a matter of fact, if they had the time on they had the no, they didn't have the receipt. They just had the wrapper. That part alone don't make sense. That he would take that to
And
Walmart.
they didn't show us the time, so we don't know if the time frame is right because when they showed us the video, the time supposed to be in the corner. I know I got cameras.
I know.
It's supposed to be in the corner.
Yeah. That was
They ain't got that in
very
the corner.
Hold on. Yeah, let me write that one down. No timestamp on that footage because that was very suspicious. No timestamp. Yeah, let's write that.
Right, it wasn't right there in the corner. You supposed to be showing that this view and the numbers.
And guess what?
What he walking.
When the family went and they viewed the evidence, they said that the times were blocked out. Some of the times were blocked off and they were weird. They questioned the times and they kind of like, gave them some type of weird answer.
Yeah, that's weird.
Trying to explain the date, the time, and how it's off and whatever. But I think that for transparency, like when police body cam footage come out, it'll show you the date and the time. Like that for transparency, that's what we should have seen on that Walmart footage. If you're gonna release something, because I look for that too. And the only thing they had on that footage was something blue that said something. I'm like, where's the timestamp? Like that don't tell us nothing.
That's very important.
It's so important.
They usually show the time.
Yeah, they full of crap.
Showing cameras without the time on the side.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To give us a clear understanding. That's where they messing up. That I think with the Walmart footage is very messed up. It's automatically like foul play. Off of just the Walmart footage. Since y'all want to go with the rope and all that, show everything. Since that's your main evidence, you showing us apparently.
Yep. And then the thing that I don't know if you can see the screen, but what we looking at on the screen right now is the footage that they did show the parents. And I have it double magnified. So it's a magnifying glass already on it. Okay, then it's double, right? This is what they showed the parents. Yep. See, there you go, right there. Like, and what was so weird though about their timeline to me is when they said that he walked over there and came back. Look, they said he walked over there with something in his hand, came back without something in his hand. So I was like, well, who the hell sent them to get the rope and who did he just hand the rope to? You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it seemed like someone sent him to get the rope. That's my first impression of the whole video.
Yeah.
Because he was too jolly about it, walking out the store. He wasn't looking like he was so depressed.
He was so happy, man. He was so proud of himself. He was
tossing the rope up and stuff.
Yep. He was so proud. That's how I got it. Like, yes, I got the rope. I'm gonna get my stuff going. Or, he was happy.
Yeah. But my main focus is gonna be when I call the FBI, I'm gonna ask them, when have they ever known for our history to be unalivement? I ain't gonna say that, but unalivement. Yes. We don't unalive ourselves like that.
Sure don't.
We overdose ourselves. We want to go peacefully. We don't want to go in pain. Don't you know when you unalive yourself that way, you have bowel movements. You use it on yourself.
Yeah, it don't matter how you go. You're going to have a bowel movement.
Yourself in a painful way.
That's the first thing that let loose is your bowels when you pass. And it don't matter which way.
Right, that's not in our history at all.
You ain't
only way I believe that would happen if you have no other choice, like if you in jail.
Someone did something to that video? Hey, Woke the God. Okay, did you have any closing remarks? And thank you for calling, too. Hey, AFC Podcast.
No, ma'am. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, thanks for calling.
All right.
Bye. Okay, y'all, the lines are open. So, like I said, what we're looking at is the footage that they did show the family. I'm going to let it keep playing, but I'm still taking calls if y'all want to call in. And I'm taking notes. And I'm going to try to put in the one that I have labeled just in case y'all can't make out what it is that I'm showing. And then this whole story about the homeless person and all that. You know, they made that confusing too. So as a matter of fact, I'm good, Jay. Go to the top of this article because there was something else that I seen in here. Wait, is it? Number one, like there was a timeline. This timeline was released before the official timeline. Me up a little bit more. So as a matter of fact, where is that at? This was the information that I read about the timeline. But this article, let me see. So this article was let's get into the timeline. The 19th of September. Let me see what. Okay, let me slow me down a little bit because we looking at the timeline. But I do talk slow as heck, especially when my voice is calm. That's actually why I started yelling, so I wouldn't put y'all asleep. What day was on the other one? The 19th. Okay, we listening. And the 20th. Okay. So right after the press conference, which was on the 18th, the sheriff put out a timeline, and then another timeline was put out. Looked like they got the GPS and all of that information, which is that we looking at right there. I haven't had time to compare the two to see what's different, and the one that I was reading just now is not one that I read before. It's not this one. It's not this one that I got flashing right here before you. So let me go back to it and see. Because basically what we already feel like this is a total lie, it's a cover up, it's corruption. It don't make sense to nobody, but to have these inconsistencies even in the articles, which they are not beyond making mistakes, because it's a lot of mistakes happen. I've been reporting crime for 4 years now, and I've seen a lot of inconsistencies, things said that they should have taken out that they didn't. And one thing that I'm noticing though, that they not reporting on this case. So let's see. Magee was found with the rope, okay, at Walmart. It was about the surveillance footage. Remember, I kept reading it before on the other article. So it says surveillance footage shows Magee leaving the store, then stopping his truck on the way out. Now, do y'all see this? And I'm gonna read the same thing on the other article about the truck and the money. That's the part that confused me before. That's the part that did not make sense. And let me move this video. It just didn't make sense. But now I want to prove how these are very inconsistent and don't make sense. Because actually, after I got done reading it, I was confused. Like, okay, so was he at T&R when he gave this homeless person money, or Walmart? Because clearly he walked way out to his dang on truck. And they described it as at the front of the store. So make that make sense. It don't. It's inconsistent. So it says surveillance on this article. This is Chicago that I'm reading here. It says surveillance footage showed Magee leaving the store, right? Then stopping his truck on the way out and handing something to a homeless person sitting in the entrance. See? Make that make sense. How do we see how far his truck is? How is that at the entrance? That's one article. Wait, let me finish it all the way. Okay. So hold on. Let me start over right here. Surveillance footage shows Magee leaving the store, then stopping his truck on the way out and handing something to a homeless person sitting in the entrance when his truck is at the back of the store. Investigators said they spoke to that person and learned Magee handed him, so it's a man, handed him money saying, I don't know how much it is, but if I had more, I would give it to you. Get the hell out of here. So the money totaled $228. According to the Vance County Sheriff, 21-year-old Magee was found, the next day. Okay, so that's what that article says about the handing of the money. Now let's read the other article. And I don't know if let's zoom in on the truck. I think this is the one. No, that's zoomed in on the what's going on in the parking lot. Let's zoom in on the truck right here. Because this article gonna say that he opened his door and got back out of his truck after he got out. But it also said that he handed the homeless person the money at the entrance of the store when we see him walking all the way to the back of the parking lot. And also, they also say, so what they should have said was the entrance of the parking lot, not the store, because the entrance of the store would be the door to the store to me, right? And so I know y'all can't see it big, but at the time, you can go to the original video too. It's only 48 minutes or whatnot, but we already we looking to see Javion getting in and out of that vehicle. So we already knew that it didn't happen right there in that way. That they don't allow panhandlers at that store at all in that parking lot. And even when I reported it, I said, do y'all have panhandlers at y'all Walmart? Because we sure don't where I stay. I don't see them hanging around Walmart. Okay.
Right, Queen.
And so let's get to the part. This is the article coming from 3WBTV. And this is the one that got the timeline mapped out. This is the timeline. And I'm going to go back to his truck because while I'm reading this, I want y'all to look at this. Because I zoomed in so much on this, you can literally see Javion in his truck. You can see his white shirt. You can see, okay, so this is the first part. But let me see, where was that at? Because he went to Walmart at 4 something. Wait, hold on. 4 something, I think. Or was it 6 or 7? No, because at 6:53, he was back at the parking lot, allegedly. Right here. He went to Walmart at 6:11 at on September 10th. So it says here, Magee drives to the Walmart superstore in Henderson. He goes there and he purchased this rope. Okay. So he goes to Henderson Walmart superstore. Once there, he walks into the store. He purchases this rope. And do I still got the picture? Yeah, I took the Walmart footage out because I needed to put the other stuff in. But anyway, he bought this rope, Ozark Trail braided blue rope, used the self-checkout and left the store. He received a receipt at the checkout. Surveillance cameras capture him entering the store, inside the store, and leaving the store with the blue rope in his hand. Yeah, and he was so happy. He was juggling it. He was so proud of himself. So here's the part when he gets to the truck. Now, look, he left the Walmart part that I just read happened at 6:11. At 6:22, Magee arrives back at his truck alone. Let's go back here. Now, they got him at his truck already, right? They already got him at his truck. So Magee arrives back at his truck alone before leaving the parking lot. Y'all see his door open right there? Because you can see the mirror move. The mirror is black, it's moving. He just closed the door and you can see him moving around. Yet they say Magee arrives back at his truck alone. Before leaving the parking lot, Magee gets out of his truck and gives money to a person. First of all, his door don't open again. That's what I wanted to point out. If his door opened again, you will see that mirror, just like you just seen it before. But it says Magee gets back out of his truck and gives money to a person experiencing homelessness near the store entrance. He's at the back of the store. Where's the entrance? He way up. So police learned Magee gave away $228 to a person. Magee poorly said, I don't know how much this is, but if I had more, I would give it to you. Magee gets back into his truck and he leaves the parking lot. Now, this is the other part. Now, y'all just seen, y'all heard the consistencies in what I just read, and it don't make sense. Period. But at 6:28, he goes to the Hampton. Now, I know that when protests and things like that is going on, police really protect the businesses. As a matter of fact, if y'all remember Kyle Rittenhouse, that was his purpose, right? To protect the businesses. These business owners, they be knowing each other, just like communities and how people, residential areas, they know each other. They're only a minute apart. Well, I don't know, a minute apart is like T&R and TR Lounge. They're very close together. I'm not sure because I don't think I didn't look to see the distance between the hotel and T&R. But let's just say the scenario about Javion parking his trailer, because we see his trailer is not on his truck there, right? If he did drop his trailer. Well, we do know now that TNR and Green for Life is next door neighbors, and the only thing that separate them is the tree line. Oh, thank y'all for the 71 votes. So, yes, the are there suspicious facts in the Javion Magee case? 70% says yes, 8% says no, and 21% says I don't know. So I'm about to do another poll, and I'm also gonna give some memberships. Let me know who catch them. Trailer off on their property. He get back. They have a feud. Everything alleged. Okay, they have a feud about his truck being on their property. So let's just say maybe because his truck would have been there, his the attachment to his truck would have already been there, right? Because he don't have it there. He left Walmart going straight to the hotel. Could they have called Hampton in and say, hey, if y'all got a guy there trying to get a room, tell him y'all don't have none. You see what I'm saying? Because they wanted him to get back there so they could do what they did. Because according to another trucker, he on Taylor Publishing, he parked there. They ran him off. What you here for? Get your ass out of here. Whatever they said to him. If you ain't getting no work done, right? So let's say they tell the hotel if somebody come through there, don't get them a room. Because I think it's this son of a sucker who got his. You see what I'm saying? Because I want to find out if they've questioned the hotel to find out if they really was booked that day, because I don't believe it. It was a Tuesday. What? As a matter of fact, it was. Yeah, it was a Tuesday. They what kind of event they had going on? They had all the rooms booked in Hampton. I do believe 9/11 was a Wednesday. Shout out to everybody who caught those memberships, but I don't know one person on that list. Wait, let me see. We got some new members. And this don't necessarily mean that these people are in the chat right now. How is that many people say 24%? Man, people be trolling. God love us, believe that was gifted one. Teresa Bell was gifted a membership. Ellis in Wonderland was gifted a membership. And Pink Lady, welcome to Sleuth Nation membership. None of y'all got one that's in the chat. So I see what YouTube is doing. They want the people that haven't said anything. Well, they could have. I miss a lot. I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah. Okay. We'll keep going. And that don't make sense to me at all. How do you not know how much you have in your wallet? Exactly. And then, I mean, I don't believe that he was carrying that kind of money. That's just too much money to be having as a truck driver. It's dangerous enough for them. It's dangerous enough. I think this is the first time you didn't get one, so BFF. They're also saying that he got the rope to work out. And when they approached him, that's what he was doing. And all of this stuff happened. So I'm going to wait a minute. I'm going to pull those pictures back up. So we already know this is where he was at. I'm going to just go through these pictures right quick, or videos, I should say. Please hit the like button if you have not, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Please. Justice for Javion. I haven't heard anything else from the family or the attorneys, but I haven't looked up anything either. I need to check and see if they're saying anything or what's happening. But this can't get swept under the rug. It's like crystal clear that is a cover-up. All of these lies and inconsistencies and all of this. Like, what are they doing? Like, that is suspect as heck. Anyway, just standing there right the night before, or the night that Javion this happened to him, obviously, because we believe that's him in the silhouette. Even if that's not him, even if that ain't got nothing to do, the ground thing that I've noticed. Even, as a matter of fact, why I'm saying that, let me put the picture in here. Let me put the picture in here. I might have to delete some stuff to get it in there, but we gonna get it in there. And if y'all have not checked out my other videos, I have a full playlist of Javion because we own it. Like, this case really got me. Like, it's doing something to me. This narrative is beyond ridiculous. It absolutely
me off.
like, and just listening to other truck drivers and stuff, they like, come on, man, ain't nobody doing that. Ain't no truck drivers handing not even I wouldn't hand a homeless person that kind of money unless I felt led by God. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be led to do something like that. But it definitely wouldn't be on my first route. I'm on my way. I need money. Getting hotels. I'm spending money to make money, like $200 some, and then turn around and say, if I had more, I would do more. Like, come on. So it just feel like they playing in our face. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting what's going on. Shout out to Lisa. It's a slipper by the bushes. No, that don't even look like a slipper to me. That look like I'm about to put, if you looking at what I'm talking about, this picture that I'm about to put in, I'm gonna show you what I see. And I could be dead wrong, but that's what I see. And I zoomed all the way in, but I labeled it. So I don't know how the heck I didn't get that one in here, but I'm gonna try to get it in there right now. Give me a few seconds, y'all. Let me turn my music up, get y'all something to listen to. But yeah, just keep watching that. What do y'all see? Let me know.
Okay.
And that. How do he know? Why he so confident? Huh? Like, that make it make sense. Why he so confident that he did it to himself? When I'm sure homeless people hang out in that dang on over here in that little white house that used to be an ice house, that's a shack right now, and homeless people is in the area.
At the corner of Vance County, that means any drivers that was over there that's parked on the get off ramp, whether it's the when you first get into the
wow, you said something right there. Thank you. I didn't even think about.
22 years, and I delivered over there to that facility in that area.
The one caller seemed to be hiding in the bushes at the location that it happened. The boule, I understand there's a hidden black hand. Now, people that's involved are part of ancient houses, and Jeremiah. Start with Jeremiah 1, at least get to chapter 20.
Okay, North Carolina.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, I have some questions. I'm a truck driver, 22 years, and I delivered over there to that facility in that area. I was reading the reports, and I see where the young man, the company that he worked for and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my question is, if it happened over there on Van Mill and Martin Creek, no one has any kind of video footage?
Oh, it's video footage. It's cameras all over the place. They definitely got some footage.
But I'm saying he has a camera in his truck and stuff, just like several other drivers that park. Because there was something else I wanted to ask too. What time did the incident happen? It was at night, correct?
Yeah, it would have been, according to the timeline, Javion left his truck for the last time at 7:30 p.m. and they telling us that his body was found out there at 10 something in the morning. So they want us to believe that Javion sat out there for 15 hours unnoticed in this open area, broad daylight. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, if anyone's familiar with that area, right, the corner of Martin Creek and Van Mill, there's a church there. And so according to the reports, he left Walmart. He left the Walmart distribution facility all up and down Martin Creek Road. You can't. They got all these no truck parking signs and stuff until you get to the corner of Martin Creek and Van Mill, where that service station is at.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got one parking space, sort of like one of those man-made parking spaces on the left-hand side, but you can fit about 6 trucks on the right-hand side. And the reason why guys park there, on Van Martin Creek, which takes you to Walmart distribution, Van Mill, which is where the incident took place, everybody that parks there that drives a truck has cameras on their truck, and you know, his truck has one. His truck has one, a forward-facing camera. Everybody else that's on Martin Creek that's pointed towards Vanco Mill, where they can see the whole incident and stuff. Whether it's him getting out of the truck, by itself or whatever it is, the stuff that he supposedly had. The guys that was involved, everyone can see that. Just from Martin.
Wow, wait a minute now, because you said something that I didn't think about, and that's the other truck drivers that's on the road that could have the whole incident put. Like, I wonder if there was truck drivers to say, I know that Taylor actually interviewed some guys that was in the area. Those guys need to see if they company can pull those tapes and see if they could find Javion on there. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Yes.
Because over there again, when you leave the Walmart distribution center to go to Vanco Mill, you got to take Martin Creek. The parking, all of the parking is on the right-hand side by the church. Now, you can get one space where because to my understanding, I believe that's where some people saying that Javion parked his truck right there beside the service station. That's Martin Creek. But Martin Creek and Vanco Mill, everybody that leaves that distribution center, they either park on the side of that road. You got guys, let's see, what's that? US 1. You got US 1 and stuff that gets you on the Vanco Mill. You got trucks that park over there on the exit ramp, both going and coming.
Yes, I seen them when I was on Google Maps. I literally seen trucks lined up on the street, and I didn't know what street that was.
Yeah, that's called Martin Creek Road. That takes you to the Walmart distribution center.
Right. Now, look, in the video, in one of these videos I'm showing, you could literally see a sign that's showing where the Walmart distribution center is.
Correct. Okay, so that's that road. That's what that road is. That's what that road and stuff is really infamous for and stuff. Everybody that leaves that distribution center, they either park over there by the facility. Either when they're leaving or when they're going to if you're going to the facility, some people park by the distribution center. So when I read the report, he made his delivery at 1. Okay, yeah, he made his delivery at 1 o'clock. He left the facility at 2 minutes to 5.
Yeah.
And then they say he was a mile and a half away and stuff. That means that he had to be on the corner of Martin Creek and Vanco Mill. So he parked over there at the corner.
What they're saying is that he parked in the parking lot of T&R, and that was the problem. They're saying that he parked up by the door, and we believe that that's why he was assaulted in the first place, because they approached him about parking there. I believe that when he went to the hotel said that they didn't have no rooms. I don't buy it. It was a Tuesday. This is a small town. How do they not have rooms? What I believe is that they made a connection to the hotel. Like, hey, it's a trailer parked in our parking lot, and they don't play that. They done ran people off that parking lot before. They probably called the hotel. If somebody coming there trying to get a room, he looked like this because they got cameras at T&R, and he was parked in the front. When he got back, because they said he dropped his load, he parked at T&R, and we believe that he took his trailer off and left it at T&R, because when he was at Walmart, his trailer wasn't there. We believe that that's what this is all about, his trailer being on their property.
Correct. And something else too. If he, if we playing the devil's advocate, and he was really trying to do that, he could have done it in his truck. There's plenty of space. There's enough apparatus in here and stuff to do whatever it is, and stuff. Alleged. He could have done it in his truck. That doesn't. What I'm finding out now, stuff. The company that he worked for and stuff. The particular model truck that he has, he could have done it in there if he had that mindset.
Exactly.
So the whole story and stuff, man, it doesn't make sense.
Nope.
There's things and stuff that people aren't talking about there's footage and stuff that's there because trucks are parked over there on Vanco Mill. They're parked over there on
Wow,
Martin Creek,
you said something right
leaving the
there.
facility.
Thank you. I didn't
And
even
so
think
if he-
about that. Yes.
Right. And if he gets out of the truck, every single commercial motor vehicle now and stuff is equipped with the camera, with the recording device, whether it's forward facing or backward facing. And so with his company and stuff, they don't require backward facing cameras, which means that you can't see him, particularly in the driver's seat. But he does have cameras, and most of these trucks and stuff are equipped with 360 cameras, which means you can see all around the front, the side, you know, and that company that he works for, to my understanding, they're equipped with the 360 cameras. So
that's what I'm talking about.
The people that parked over there on Martin Creek, that's the people that parked on Martin Creek to get you to Vanco Mill. There's going to be trucks parked over there. Even after these things and stuff occurred, I went back over there. Everybody's still parking there like nothing's happened. This was 10 o'clock. This was 10 o'clock in the morning and stuff. So, you know, it's and something else too is that also reading the reports, he knew where the truck stop was.
Yeah.
He knew where the truck stop was because he stayed. Because he got there. He stayed at the truck.
So, as far as recording the phone calls, I would say check your laws in your city and make sure it's legal for you to record somebody's phone call without their knowledge. That's the first thing I would do. But thank you, Z Baby. Oh, Z Baby. I thought you said V as in Victor, baby. Okay.
He got to the truck stop. Got something. He stayed there 2 hours before he made his delivery over there to Walmart. So, the thing I'm focused on is the trucks that were parked on Martin Creek, at the corner of Martin Creek and Vanco Mill. Everyone that's parked there can either see they can see Javion. They can see Javion. They can see all the events and stuff, and the people that went over there. They can see him coming, and they can see him leaving.
I believe they ran. I believe Javion was running, and they was chasing him, and that's how they ended up out of the area of their place, and had to drag him back over there. And somebody got it on tape, even if they got the businesses on lock, because the other caller said, or somebody said that the GFL also owns that gas station right there. So if they want to prevent cameras, and let's just say they got a relationship with the businesses, they can't stop them trucks that you talking about. And I did not think about that. That is a good idea. And let me ask you this: how long do they keep the footage? You know what I'm saying? Because this was the 11th now.
Yeah, this okay. In commercial movies, it's you know they got to keep the records up to 6 months. It all depends on. It all depends on what kind of device is being recorded on. If you got an independent device, then it's based upon what's on your SD card. Then you got some recording devices that are attached to your electronic what we call the EDL, which EDL, electronic logging device. Those up there, you got to keep that for 6 months. And the reason why most, if not all, commercial vehicles have it is because of to cut down on, if accidents and stuff occur or whatever, then, it's not their word versus yours and stuff. And then, for insurance purposes. But all commercial motor vehicles have some kind of forward-facing recording device.
Okay.
And so if those trucks, and you're going to always have trucks parked over there on Martin Creek. The later in the day it gets, the more trucks are going to be parked over there. And you know what? Another thing, it's only certain routes that trucks can take, right? So a lot of trucks probably seen Javion on there recording because he made so many different stops, and that's why he dropped his trailer off. He was at the smoke shop. He was at all the stuff that they tracked him to. And so he was trying to. We don't believe none of that now. We don't. I don't believe it. I believe they was driving his truck.
I don't believe nothing happened after Walmart. Because the fact that they had to hide the Walmart time tells me there's something shady with it. Like the timestamp is very important. So yeah, I don't believe nothing after Walmart because that's the only footage we have. And then we have clips. So I don't believe none of the stuff I'm about to say right now. Well, I don't believe that he was driving. Move around light. And one of the interesting things his father said in the interview, he went on the map and found the location his son was at based off of their conversations. He told him, if you ever drop off here, do this, find that, whatever he told him. And when he looked on maps, he found the exact location. He said, I called. He said, I seen a place called TNR, and he looked at it on maps and he called and waited till they opened. And he said, did y'all find a man out there on one of y'all trees or whatever? And the guy was like, yeah. And he had no idea. He just found it all on his own, just straight from Google Maps and from being a truck driver himself. And y'all, that's another thing I want to say why I'm here. I want to say why I'm thinking about it. The other part that we don't talk enough about is in the article I read, when they talk about who found Javion and how he was found, they said KLLM called TNR and let them know that they had a driver whose truck was at their location and had not moved for hours. I read that.
Now that's how I found out that he was That's how I found out that he was working for the company, and that's suspicious within itself. Because
now listen to what he say here.
The thing is that he was done for the day, because he picked up in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's 419 miles from Hazleton, Pennsylvania, to down there to Henderson, North Carolina. Okay, he unloads at 1. He leaves at 5. So if he started at 1 and he leaves the facility at 5, he has no more hours to drive. He has no more hours to drive and stuff. And so the only thing he can do is little stuff, personal conveyance, PC. That's what they call in trucking, where we can still drive, but we're not. To take care of little stuff, which explain, where he went to the smoke shop, where he went to Walmart, those sort of things there, and why he dropped the trailer to do those things.
Okay.
And so, he's in that position there and stuff, and so yeah, he's in that position there and stuff, right? Which involves all the moving around. But
I got a question for you too. When you get done,
yes, ma'am.
My question is. When you go to drop off stuff at your truck, can you leave the trailer to drop it off, or you got to sit there while they unload?
Well, it's while they unload, while they're unloading and stuff, particularly at that facility, you gotta stay you have to stay hooked to the trailer.
Okay.
When he's at the Walmart, some people and stuff are a little bit lenient than others, but at that particular spot, no, he can't. Once you're there and stuff, you're not allowed to leave and stuff.
And then my other question is, do you drive, like, once you drop your load, do you reattach that trailer and drive with it empty, or do it get shipped up? Okay.
Yeah, once they unload all the stuff off the trailer, then you hook back up to it and stuff, and then you're in an empty status. And so when you're in that particular status there, that allows you to do certain things and stuff that you ordinarily couldn't do in once you're loaded. But that's really kind of taken away from the point. In his particular situation, he had no more hours to drive, right? So he can go and he can take care of things and stuff on his own, right? He's out of hours. But in everything that he did, there's a recording device in that truck. And so based upon where he's parked, you can see everything that's going on. If he went to the smoke shop, if it was some confrontation that went down, it got it recorded. If he when he went back to the facility, it's recorded. When he got out of the truck, it's recorded. The people that's parked over there, the drivers that was parked over there on Martin Creek, that's facing Vanco Mill, they got it recorded.
Drivers,
So we don't
step
have
up
to
if
rely-
y'all was over there. Please say something. Please look at your recordings. This is new information we getting that could be investigated on our own part, because we can't depend on the law enforcement because of what they're already wanting us to believe. So basically what I'm hearing you say is you think it's suspicious that the job even called the place because Javion was done working. Is that what you're saying? So they wouldn't have a reason to need tabs on him. That's very interesting, y'all. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay,
if
listen at it.
Javion is okay, Javion, all right, you got an electronic logging device that can track your truck up to 50 feet. So they got a GPS device that can see exactly where their equipment and stuff is, for the purposes of making sure that that you're in if you're in unfamiliar territory. And something else, the reason why they had to keep a track on Javion is because Javion only been driving trucks for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So for anyone that's been driving trucks, right? When you first get into a driving truck, they keep a real close eye on you to make sure that you're not somewhere that you're not supposed to be at. They always keeping a constant look and stuff to see where you are, making sure that you're on time for deliveries, making sure that you're driving the truck in a safe manner, those sort of things. That's why the cameras and stuff are in play. So based upon the positioning of his truck, we can see everything from there. That's just off his equipment.
Okay.
So it's not just his and stuff, but again, I'm looking at the recording devices and stuff that comes from the trucks, because again, those guys that are parked over there on Martin Creek Road, right? The guys that are parked over there on Martin Creek Road they can see everything that happened. They can see everything and stuff that happened over the cars. If you go on Google, based upon where you park it, and you can get up to 7 trucks from the stop sign on Martin Creek. I'm
gonna go look on Martin Creek Road. Is it something else? What's close to it, or do you have an address? Because I'll go look later when I get off and see what I can see on there. This is Martin Creek right here.
Mark, the only thing you have to do is look at that. Okay, you got the service station. That's Vanco Mill.
Well, he can still talk, but I'm gonna show it to y'all.
But it's a church. It's a church right on the other side.
Yeah, okay. So you talking right across the street, right here, pretty much. Where the arrow at, y'all?
That church that's over there.
Yeah.
From the stop sign. From that stop sign, everyone has a clear view all the way over to where you can see what's that company, TNR?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull this video. It's right here, you can see it right here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up for the purpose of looking behind, because when he talked to Malcolm, he's right standing at the gas station, and then we could go back to.
I'm with my man Malcolm. He said he works right next door to 285.
Okay, so I put that up to show it, but I mean it's right here. This is where it's at. This is the stop sign he was talking about, and this is Martin Creek Road right here. The Shell gas station is on Martin Creek and Vanco Mill. So straight ahead is you see TNR, you see the church, you see the tree line. So that's what we looking at right here. That's what he's talking about.
Vanco Mill, where Javion Magee was found, and so we're gonna let you point, like where was his body found at?
Below them trailer trucks to the left, in the wooded area.
Okay.
I mean, you can be seen from the road if you really look.
He can be seen. So was you at work when it was found? When it was found?
Yeah, I was at work when the guy next door was cutting grass.
Okay, so that's what the area, right? So this, what I have playing right now, is where he was pointing at. And as a matter of fact, when they had that interview, they were this is Taylor and Malcolm standing here. this was that interview that I just played. And so they were standing up there by the door, and the camera is right there on the building. And this is the footage they showed the family, the parents. Ridiculous.
Yes.
Okay.
Where they having that conversation at? That's the gas station. Now, if you're at the gas station, you see those trees and stuff back there. You don't have to worry about that. It's what happens on the other side of those trees. That's where the trucks park at.
Okay.
You can park one truck at the corner of going. If you're on Vanco Mill and you're making that right to go down Martin Creek to go down to Walmart, you can park one truck there. If you're on the other side, that's Martin Creek that's going up to Vanco Mill. You can get about you can probably get from the stop sign to where you can't park anymore and stuff. You can probably get maybe 6 or 7 trucks. And the thing you have to keep in mind again is that the later in the day it gets, the more trucks park over there.
So, do you think Javion was over there at some point?
Yes, because here's the other thing is that trucks, as truck drivers, we usually park where we see other trucks. And so with Javion only having 3 months experience and stuff, right? He seen the trucks that was over there. He had to assume it was a safe spot.
Yes.
Which is it's kind of, but it's just what we do and stuff. If people pay attention, you probably see us in shopping centers and stuff like that. We'll be in shopping centers, probably on the side of the road or whatever. But if you see us parked over there, we're usually parked in groups.
Right.
And that's because we see one truck over there and stuff. A few of us and stuff will start parking there because it's not. No one's going to usually mess with you and stuff over there. There is some hit and misses and stuff, but the thing is that the reason why people park on Martin Creek, and over there on Vanco Mill and on the exit ramps and stuff that's over there is because people don't usually mess with you over there in the area. They know that most of us are going over there to make a delivery at Walmart Distribution Center, and so that particular truck stop up there that checks at the 220, you got to pay for parking there, right? So some guys, it's kind of hit and miss and stuff, but for the most part, you want to, a lot of guys. Well, what we do is and stuff in trucking is that let's just say in Javion's case, right? He made his delivery at 1:00, right? He made his delivery at 1:00. He left there at 5:00. So he's been on break technically for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's empty, he goes in PC mode, right? So
what's PC mode?
He's been on personal conveyance. That means you can move your truck without your hours of service actually starting.
Mm-hmm.
So we're allowed 11 hours to drive, right? And so anything that we do constitute as drive time or on duty time,
okay.
Right? And so when he was getting unloaded, he was on off duty time.
Okay.
Even though it's work and stuff, right? But it was off duty time and stuff. So he's been there for 4 hours, right? So the only thing he has to do is sit for another 6 hours, and then he's able to go to work. And so this is what a lot of drivers and stuff do at those facilities. You're at Walmart, you're probably there for about 3-4 hours. And so you leave the facility, you find the closest place that you can park without having to go very far.
Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe.
Allowed to drive up to maybe 5 miles, some people 20 miles. It's all on company's policy. But, that's just the rule of thumb and stuff in trucking is that, when we're unloading, that constitutes as off-duty time. So without having to go very far. Because some people's sit for another 6 hours, and then he's able to Then he's able to, go to work. And so this is what a lot of drivers and stuff do at those facilities. You're at Walmart, you're probably there for about 3-4 hours. And so you leave the facility, you find the closest place that you can park without having to go very far. Because some people's PC, personal conveyance may consist of them driving a certain amount of time. Some people are allowed to drive up to maybe 5 miles, some people 20 miles. It's all on company's policy. But that's just the rule of thumb and stuff in trucking is that, when we're unloading, that constitutes as off-duty time. So he's been there for 4 hours. He just got a 6 for 6, which would explain and stuff why he stayed over there in that area, because he was just waiting to get his time back and stuff. Once he got his time back, he just going to proceed on. And so I imagine why the company called is because he probably had another load assignment.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's just say that his appointment time and stuff, something that
I don't think he had another load, y'all. I think that was his last load. And he was headed to Texas. I need to verify that, but with his parents. But I think that was it. And he was headed to Texas. I haven't heard anything different from that. Neither interview. So I believe that's what they believe. Yeah.
that his company knew his appointment time was at 1 o'clock. Okay, that means 10 hours he'll be able to drive at 11 o'clock. And so when they look, okay, so at 11 o'clock he should have been up and driving and stuff and ready to go. So they made the phone call over there, you say in the morning, correct?
Well, that's my question. I don't know what time they allegedly called T&R, but I do know he never mentioned that on the 911 call. So maybe they called after, if you know what I'm saying, because if he was notified by T&R, then all the long guy and all of that would have been irrelevant to the 911 call.
Right. So if he was told to leave and he probably would have left. But they say an altercation took place. So his company is now calling. His company is now calling because if he got his hours back at 11 o'clock, and then if they called in the morning, let's just say they called 8 o'clock in the morning. See, now he's been sitting for a substantial amount of time, which puts him in risk of being late to the next shipper, to his next load assignment. And so now that's why they're reaching out and stuff. They say, okay, well, yeah. They go in the computer, they see, okay, where's his truck at? Okay, he's still showing that he's in Henderson. He's over here at some parking place and stuff like that. Because again, they can track his truck up to 50 feet. So, well, let's call this place and see if you got an eye on our equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see it reaching out there. But the most important thing is the actual camera footage from his truck and from those trucks that are parked at the corner of Barton Creek and Vanco Mill. If you parked on the right-hand side of there and it happened at night, and again, the later it gets in the day, the more trucks park over there.
Mm.
So there's no sense of saying that there won't no trucks over there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sense of saying there won't no trucks over there and stuff, because when you go down that road, you can see where the trucks and stuff parked over there constantly. The roads and stuff are cut out for that. And so again, the later it gets, the more trucks are going to be over there that's parked. And I'm saying most of them and stuff are parked. Most of them are parked for a substantial amount of time. And so in that time frame, somebody has video footage of the incident that took place over there in that particular area, whether it's his truck or those trucks that was parked over there on on the corner of Martin Creek and Vanco Mill.
I thank you so much for that, and I'm gonna revisit that and see what we could figure out from that. Maybe Taylor can reach out to some of the people he interviewed that were drivers that was parked over there, because it was one guy that said I would have told him not to park back there or whatever. So, do you want to tell us anything else in closing?
Yes, that was it right there and stuff. Is that, you know, I'm urging drivers that if you was over there during that time and you was parked at the corner of Van Mill, that means any drivers that was over there that's parked on the get off ramp, whether it's the southbound side or northbound side of US 1. Those guys that traveled down Van Mill, that went down Martin Creek during that time frame, we're asking guys and stuff, man, to look in your camera, to look in your cameras and stuff, and to bring up any kind of footage.
Yes.
Any drivers that was parked over there at the corner of Van Mill and Martin Creek Road, if you was making a delivery any of that time and stuff during the night, we're asking you, we're pleading with you and
Please,
stuff, man, to please look into that footage and bring that information forward.
Yes, we need that. Now, I got one question for you. Is there a way that you could put a word out to the truckers? Don't y'all have walkie-talkies or something?
Yeah, well, the CB, you know, the CBs and stuff. That's you know, it's kind of it's not a very effective technology anymore and stuff. And so,
Okay.
you know, the most effective way is the social media and stuff. You know, so again, I thank you for what you're doing. And the many other brothers and sisters and stuff, man, that's continuing to make this thing, continue to make this thing and stuff, bring forward and stuff. Is just we just got to continue to be vigilant. And again, I thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel, and thank you for what you do out there on the road. That was a really good call. Appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
All right. Thank you. All right.
All right. That was really good, y'all. Shout out to him, because I should have just let me say that. But yeah. So, okay, so Debbie Smith said that, remember when grandma asked how long he was going to be in North Carolina? He told her he didn't know, and I'll call you back. But see, he was rushing though. So when somebody is rushing, they'll say they don't know just because it's going to take them too long to explain the story, because he was rushing her off the phone. So I really can't go by that either. Like, he was just like, I don't know, and I gotta go. Like, I really believe at that time that that's when everything was going down for sure. But I mean, that is something to consider. But I just feel like when somebody is in a rush, they'll say that just to get off the phone because they don't have enough time to explain it. But I mean, if somebody called KLLM, they should be able to tell him what he was supposed to be doing next, or his trainer, if somebody could get in touch with them, or, you know. But that was a really good call. Like, his call was different from any other call, like giving the information about the trucks and how things work. Like I said, I've never done a case about a truck driver, so it's all new to me. My thoughts are he was in trouble and he didn't know how long it was going to take him to get out of there. Yes. Now that's a good thought too. Yeah, because of what was going on at the moment. I just wish, oh my God, I just wish. I'm sure everybody does. Dang. That's hard. You know, that's hard. Oh my God, that's hard to have talked to somebody, and I'm sure his grandmother is wishing she would have asked this or that, but she asked stuff, but she couldn't help that he was in a rush. But I know that's hard anytime, you know, his great grandmother. Think about that. Yeah, shout out to the trucker and the trucker that just called. Yes. So this is a replay, but yeah, shout out to him. This video was actually from a month ago. I think it was September 30th that video happened. So that was early on. Let me double check though. A lot of stuff was coming in early on that wait, hold on. Oh, that's on the video. The video that I was just playing is titled Javion's Father Corey Confirms Pic Circulating. And it's actually, wow, this was a day before Javion's funeral, actually. that call. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, it is. Yep, day before his funeral. Let me see what else we gonna say here. I didn't think about the cameras on the trucks. I never even thought about that. Like, so now y'all know them trucks, why y'all be trying to cut them off and don't let them over and all that stuff. Y'all be nicer to the truckers. So this is funny because literally I said that. I'm like, I'm going to be much nicer to the truck drivers now because of JVI. It's true. You know how don't nobody be wanting the trucks to be in front of them. You try to get in front of them before they can block you and go slow, but they drive faster now. We need to be more gentle to the truck drivers because what we're hearing, according to introvert trucker, I think that was his name, introvert rockstar. He talks about what they go through with this case. This is what prompted him, and he said his mission is going to be talking to truck drivers that's starting out and letting them know where the sundown towns are, where and where not. Stuff like you guys, it just breaks my heart and it infuriates me. Whoever calling, I'm gonna answer in a minute. I'm gonna drop this link. Okay, here we go.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. Call from
Sam.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hi, you live on the air? Oh, did it hang up? Well, it hung up. Call back, Sam, if you can. I don't know what happened. 57% and no at 43%. And so we is true, and that's what he was given as proof of what? Like, come on, man. Come on. We ain't going. And so I have dropped the link. I'm waiting for the person.
Is what do you guys think is really going to come of this?
Okay. So I was gonna do the voice analysis, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow because I just don't even want to put it on this video. But my typing sucks today. What you trying to type? That is a dangerous job for Black people. Yes, it is, diaspora. It is proven to be a very, very dangerous job. Like, I mean, but one of the things I just want us to be aware of all the ways that we are being targeted, and God, I mean, it's just something we need to be very careful out here. Ain't nobody exempt. I mean, and you a target if you look like Javion. You see what I'm saying? So we've found enough proof of things that we've been posting about. And welcome in, Jay Glover. Just as I'm about to end. But thank you so much for coming in. My type always sucks. See, can understand them though. And rich too from that matter, for that matter. Hey, long as we figure it out, we fill in a few blanks and we get it together. But okay, so before we end, I'm gonna go over what we wrote, what we have so far. And I didn't like it, it was too hard to try to on here. I mean, I could do it off a line, but because what we were doing, let me pull up the banner. So we was going over suspicious facts. Facts is something that can be proven in video or article or written or something, not just rumor. So when y'all call the FBI, the number is in the poll and all of that. But so some of the suspicious facts that you can use, you could use about 5 to 10 of these if you want to. So we have the rural police came out and told the family that it was a self-unaliving, but the sheriff said that he didn't tell them that. Well, where did they get it from? The TikTok video was a lot of suspicious, weird things in that the family was told, oh, you don't want to see him like this. Get your baby daddy permission. yeah, they didn't say the COVID thing, but what was it? Oh, they told him that they couldn't see him because it was other bodies in there. Okay, but that's not what the cousin said, but I'm just adding that as I'm thinking about it. Defensive sheriff who came out only to defend from what the TikTok video said. His purpose was not to come out and give the family any knowledge because he didn't have none at the time. He hadn't released anything or anything. He was forced out because of that TikTok video with 1,000 views that had 2 million. The Walmart footage. We need an unedited version. We want to see him walking inside the store too, who he came in contact with. We want to see the Walmart distribution center where he spent most of his time in North Carolina. That was Walmart distribution center, besides the 15 hours after they did something to him, right? He spent most of his time, I will say his most valuable time, was at that Walmart distribution center. We want that footage. Why we ain't get that? Why do we get clips from Shell and not TNR? But anyway, let me just read them because I'm talking too much. Okay, so the Aurora police, the TikTok video, defensive sheriff, very rude, the Walmart footage, the homeless man story, the 911 call was very suspicious. They can listen to it. They can be directed to that call. The timeline, the voice distorted on the call and all of that stuff, the lack of footage, no footage from next door, no footage from TNR itself, no footage from Green for Life, no footage from the distribution center. The 3-cop photo, the sheriff, Corey, called and was told that they was out collecting footage that day. Like, that is what they were doing. They were collecting footage that in the dark at night, just standing there looking very suspicious with things on the ground and all kind of stuff. So that 3-cop photo, now we can't prove what's in the photo, but we can prove that the photo, I mean, we see what we see, right? They can call it Photoshop or whatever they want, but we can prove what we see in the picture. We can't say that it's Photoshop or not. We can't say that, but we can say that picture exists. And it's 3 cops in it because Corey called and it was verified that, yeah, they was out there looking for footage that night. That's Photoshop, but that's a real picture. And they was investigating and they was at work. Even though we see them standing up against the car doing nothing. They ain't working. They thinking.
And then other policemen stopped him. They've been setting him on fire. In the world, different, 3 policemen, 1 police stopped him from setting him on fire.
How you know this, though? That's what I'm saying. How do you know this?
With my eyes. I was there. Yeah, but I ain't seen nothing about it.
Now, if we can get him to call the FBI, we'd be in business. We need him to call the FBI. We need him to give a statement to the FBI. Okay? 911 call, the timeline, the lack of footage, 3-cop photo, sheriff basing the evidence off of the 911 call, and the homeless guy. There's no proof that Javion went to the ATM and took out $228. Where did that money come from? How do we know he ever had that money? The tree itself. Not found until 10 something by the guys cutting the grass. And TNR opens at 8. Nobody seen them. Yeah. The grandmother kills the timeline when she says she talked to Javion. 7:01 Central Standard Time, Chicago, which will be 8:01 Eastern Standard Time, North Carolina. Their timeline ended at 7:30. That's a problem. Okay. Is CSI is SBI involved or not? There was a call to the FBI. Wait, there was a call to SBI to see if they was involved, and it don't sound like they was. Even though she didn't give us a direct answer, it still seemed like they wasn't. Because it seemed like she looked and seen that they wasn't, but because he said the sheriff said it, she couldn't say no. You see what I'm saying? That's what I believe. I believe if he wouldn't have said, the sheriff said it, she would have told him. The long guys said Javion was, attacked. But that is not, I mean, that's still something that could be said. It's because they are saying that those guys, so yeah, that still can be said because they are the ones that found him. They are the ones that's called, suspected to be the ones standing out there with him along with some other folks. How many people was out there when he called 911? Taylor being threatened is highly suspect. Why is he being threatened just for asking questions? That's logical. We want to know what happened to Javion. Why did Taylor have to wait 10 minutes while he was getting the police report? And why did Bishop or whoever was handling his ID? I believe Bishop was the one that handed it back to him. Why they make copies of that man's ID? He said he done picked up plenty of police reports. Nobody ever did it. Why was they all coming out, a bunch of them coming out looking at him? Like, who is this guy? Why is he here? The TNR shop didn't want to talk when Taylor went out there. They said, I ain't talking to nobody. How rude is that? TNR also, the wife, that can be verified, and I didn't write that down, on their Facebook page, FB page, convo with cousin. Yeah. And said they seen Javion coming from across the street when they was closing. Yes, ma'am. Sir. FB page combo. TNR with cousin. Yeah. Okay. KLLM. If KLLM called TNR to check on their equipment that hadn't moved in such a long time, what time was it? What time did they call? What was their conversation? So KLLM, what another thing is this KLLM information, it came from an article. So we want to let them know that it's conflicting articles that are written that we trying to figure out where they get the information from. Where they get this information from? KLLM called. We didn't hear the sheriff say that. Nobody on the 911 called, nothing. We just read it in the article. Where's the body cam footage and dash cam footage from that night? Where are the reports that were written? Where are the witness statements? What are the witness statements? The police report said that it was witness statements, but when they went into the evidence, the family went to view the evidence, they was never told about any witness statements. And then also, they also said, Tierra and Marcus said that this homeless guy's story never was told to them in all the conversations they had with Bishop and whoever else they was talking to. The homeless story was never given to them until the day that they met with those people. They had never heard that until the 18th of September. Javion was unalived on the 10th. We suspect he was found on the 11th, but it appears he was unalived the day that he arrived to North Carolina. Yeah, because after 7:30, according to their timeline, nobody heard from him. That was before midnight. So we are to assume, because he did not call his grandmother back, he did not call no other family members back, and his grandmother called him again too. And I ain't gonna say what time, but she did. And he called no one because he couldn't. So these are the things. Oh, and there was some other stuff that I also wrote. Let me move this. I didn't even realize I had that. Still up there. Let me move it. Let me stop sharing. Okay, so the other stuff we have, the grass cut. Yeah, was the grass was cut too. Yeah, like at what point did they? That was suspect that there was no tape. Like, see, when you find a body, they don't really know that they're supposed to go out there investigating. Period. When you find a body, you supposed to still rope it off about 1,000 feet in different directions. All that stuff's supposed to be roped off. I mean, it's supposed to be an investigation. Unless they saying it appears that when they say When you put out a tree, let's just say that when you put out a tree, it's assumed that you did it to yourself. Therefore, there is no investigation needed. That's crazy to me. But we did just hear Street Angel say that her friend did this, and it was a full investigation. Family members got questioned to find out if this person had any of these thoughts. These folks ain't asked his parents nothing. My thing is, from a question that I would love to ask is, from your investigation, where did you gather, besides the money, that he did it to himself? They don't have no answer for that. You know why? Because when dude was talking, the sheriff was talking, that's all he kept saying. We just know he went to Walmart. Yeah, he was by himself. We just know about Walmart. Even when he got to start talking about Walmart, when he was mad, his face lit up when he got to talking about, yeah, we have Walmart footage. That's how I know. That's how I know somebody sent them to get that damn rope. That's what I believe. Somebody sent them to get that rope. Yeah. That's why he walked back and forth to the gate. What other reason would we have? They said he walked to the gate with something in his hand, and he came back without it in his hand. He sat in his truck. He started his truck at 7. He sat in the truck to 7:30. Yeah, like, okay, y'all told us he had the rope to somebody. That's what I'm gathering from that. I don't know what anybody else is gathering, but that's what they told me when they told me that. And shoot, we got a lot of stuff on here. The police report was shady. The rope in the grass, slivers a week later. The body was shipped the same day that the parents arrived for the press conference on September 18th. Javion passed away. They found him on the 11th. They get there the 18th. They want to see their son and waited. And these people shipped his body that day to the funeral home. His father had made arrangements or whatever. The father and the bonus mom made arrangements for him to be shipped, but they didn't say do it at the day that we get here. They ain't say that. The hell out of here. That's crazy. And then when they were reviewing the evidence, the vibes they got in there, the pastor in there, the questions that they was asking, and they feeling like they was not getting the right answers. They feel like everything is suspect. They didn't get to stare at stuff. They didn't get to study the pictures. The times and stuff blocked out, not knowing the times of the footage, clips being shown. His hands were hidden at the funeral. Why? Then about his head, nose appeared crooked, something back, about his head. They were clearly hiding something. Not being able to see his body in a medical examiner's office because they said it was other bodies there. They said what? The sheriff said all that stuff in the press conference. Well, not that, but in the press conference, he did apologize. I'm sorry that they couldn't see their loved one. But anyway, also Javion's tractor was inside the gate. How the hell did how did TNR close at 5? And Javion was able to do anything else after that if his tractor was in their gate, like the sheriff told us. Yeah, his tractor was, well, no, he just said his truck. His truck was found inside the gate, and his body was found outside the gate. So that was after he passed. How is that possible, sir?
Hey, it's Street. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hey, Street / Jenny.
Hey, here's something else. The sheriff's department, I have a fake Facebook, y'all. I don't do social media. I did Twitter for a minute. All I ended up doing was tagging Javion stuff over there and making sure nobody was ripping off the GoFundMe and reporting it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would get on my fake Facebook to look stuff up and do screenshots and do my own investigation in the beginning. I sent his bonus dad a screenshot under the Vance County had posted like something other than Javion. And there were like literally 223 comments, just for Javion. tell the truth, all this stuff. I came across one that said, and it was this guy's name. I sent it to Marcus, and it said, how come they weren't allowed to see their family when me and my family got to see my brother last night?
Mm-hmm. You sent that to me too.
Screenshot. I did tell you, see, I'm getting the memory decline.
Yeah, you sent it to me. I didn't get what you was showing me at first, but then I got it.
Now that whole post has been deleted.
Really? What?
Yes, the whole post is gone.
Yes. Okay. Now I didn't realize where you got that from. Now that's okay. So where was that comment at again?
That was on Facebook under Vance County Sheriff Department, but the whole post is gone now.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying. This was back in the beginning. That's why I knew that lady's name actually from Twitter.
Okay.
That's when I caught her on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying?
Wait, what lady? The candle hats?
When I said that, because I don't think some people want to be called out by name for real. You know what I mean? Unless they say it. So so that's why I was texting you. You know what I mean? And then.
Wait a minute, what lady you talking about? Wait. What fam? Are you talking about the name?
A screenshot about the 619, remember, or the pinging of the phone?
Oh, 622. Yes, chocolate. Okay.
622.
Yes.
Right, I knew that name from all the research.
You did say that. I did see your comments. You were saying that was family, but I wasn't sure. So I'm happy that Presh called and confirmed that also. So we now know that it was 622. And that ping is right too, because his dad verified it.
Right.
So I gotta add that to the timeline. I mean to the little timeline.
The sheriff took off that whole post. It had over 220 something comments. All I got was a screenshot in case they needed it. Thank God.
Dang, I wish you would have screenshot the post itself. To show that it came from Vance County.
Well,
you just screenshotted his comment, and I don't know. I didn't know where that was coming from.
You can get a hold of the person though. Like his family would be able to get a hold of.
See if you can. See if he'll talk to you.
I could, I guess.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I guess I could.
Okay. Yeah. That's your assignment for today.
That's what I'll do then.
Thanks, Street.
I got to do the fight the other night, so I'll get on this later.
All right, thanks.
All right,
bye.
All right. You're welcome. All right, bye.
Shoot, she doing the investigation. Keep going. Okay, so then it says hands hidden, funeral home, body, dent in head, nose crooked, back of the head, something weird. They could not see him properly. The crime scene, it was never a crime scene. There's tire tracks, and also that this stuff can be proven. You know, there was pictures taken of Javion too. The Javion's tractor, like I said, truck was inside the gate at the time of his passing. So how the hell did he do anything after they closed at 5:00? Yeah, let me know. No footage of Javion taking his trailer off. No footage at the Walmart distribution center where he spent most of his dang on time. And what else we got here? Yeah. So out of those things, y'all, I hope you can find something to tell the FBI. Now let me see. Those are facts, y'all. The facts are things that can be proven in video or article. Let's see. Okay, so 81% of y'all said y'all would call the FBI. Please hit me up as soon as you do and let me know. My phone number is 419-210-1204. And we want to know exactly what questions you ask and what the answers were. I don't know. Find out if you can record without getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my BFF. They got you. They holding you back. They holding you down. I ain't seen you in the chat. I already know. Sorry, I was just hit the like button. Thank you so much. Like, yeah, it's okay that you're a little late. Long as you hit it. Shout out to Miss TT. So my number is 419-210-1204. The FBI's number is 1-800-225-5324. I heard Taylor say he hit 6 to give tips, I think it was, and then you could hit one or something, but just listen. He hit 6, so I would say just hit 6. Follow exactly what he did. Go check out his video that he did talking about, if y'all did not see it, he was talking about FBI calls, and a lady called in. She did really well. She recorded it. She did a very good job. She was very calm, and the lady actually listened to her. So when you call, you want to be calm. You don't want to be rambling a bunch of stuff. That's why I wanted to do this. So if you take just take like 5 things that you want to tell them that really stand out of the things that we said, and just give it to them. Don't say more than they ask. You know what I'm saying? Just so they'll listen to you. If you know, it's just the best way. She did a really good job. I didn't like, the part about somebody coming in there saying, somebody in the chat saying people were stupid or asking stupid something. I'm like, wait a minute, what? I think the woman did really good, but it was somebody criticized some folks. No ground was disturbed. Yes. Okay. Yes. I thought I wrote that too. Thank you, Mary Cheek. I thought I wrote that. I don't know where. I didn't read it though. Let's see. Rope and grass. Hold on. Let me just write it. Oh, I wrote that it was no stool. I must have wrote it on different pages, but we gonna just jam it on this one though. There was no disturbed ground. And there was no stool for him to stand on. They told us this man's legs was crossed, y'all. Legs crossed. With his Crocs still on his feet. And where this rope was at, Javion was too short to put it there. So somebody had to do it. This one. Y'all can direct them to the parents' interviews that me and Taylor did. You can direct them to it. That's everything that the family had a problem with. But yeah, this right here, Javion wouldn't have been able to do that without standing on something. And you damn sure ain't about to drop down with crossed legs with Crocs still on your feet and clean hands and t-shirts. So all of that. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Let's see what y'all saying. And we gonna get about 3 hours and 22 minutes. We've been on it, Sleuth Nation. Bits and pieces of the rope that I believe was shredded by the lawn care. Yes, we do have that. We do have that on the timeline. And we also, we have a picture of it. We have it recorded. I hit 6 last time. To this time, I'm going to hit 1. Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah, let us know. Let us know what happened. No footage of him giving Patrick money. Yes. How did I not write that? But I need to write that specifically. And you know what? He said that he had footage too at first, and then he changed it. Yeah, we got him on footage handing a homeless man money. Then another time he tried to say, giving a homeless man money. Wait, we interviewed a homeless man. No footage of money exchange. $228. Man, that was when I tell y'all that was the part I was like, get the hell out of here. Nobody gave no what? Nah. No footage of money exchange. I'm like, okay, so he hanging his hat on that, and this coming from a druggy homeless guy. Really? Oh, also, y'all, the homeless guy's interview. His interview, y'all. He said that two detectives came and talked to him at different times. One of them came up to him and said, did a homeless man give you some money? Told him he wasn't supposed to be out here flying in signs. And then another one came and interviewed him. So they told that man what to say. And at the end of that interview, he said, the police put me in it for real. Yeah, the homeless guy interview, y'all. Both of them. But the one with Taylor, he told on the police. Homeless man interview. What is it? WFLA and Taylor Publishing. THP. Direct those videos to them. That's the story that they want us. See, that to me, the 911 call and the homeless guy is you could take something from those things alone. The 911 call was very suspect, and the way his body was positioned is very suspect. And what the sheriff is saying. So out of these things, I'm gonna pick some stuff that I'm gonna say, and I'll let y'all know tomorrow what I plan on doing. But we still thinking about it. I want to see what y'all do. Because I am already live and already talking. You know how hard it is for a troll to let you hear their voice. Oh, so speaking of trolls, I have tomorrow when I go live, we're gonna be doing the voice analysis. I gotta change my thumbnail. Change the title. But I'm still on the person that was damn harassing me. So we gonna talk about it a little bit more because we got 3 different voices, and I just wanted to know what y'all think about them. So, Mary facts, especially since it was right in front of GFL parking lot. Exactly, no GFL footage, and I did write that. I wrote lack of footage. Shell gas station clips from a 90,000 miles away. No Walmart distribution center footage where Javion spent most of his time at in North Carolina. No Green for Life footage. No TNR footage. No footage from the police that stayed right across the street. And it's a camera sitting right on the what is it called? The ring cam right in front of his house that somebody zoomed in on, and we could see it clear as day. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Mary. First, wait. 1 is ongoing, and yes. 1K. I don't know how to act in on the court of law, and that's what they are in my eyes. Javion's clippings. Yes, the police report. Like, why would they even take clippings if they saying that he did this to himself? That SA kit was very suspect to me. I want to know if that's protocol. So yeah, the police report, and I think, let me see if I did write that. Because it was the nail clippings, the SA kit, and the pulled hair. I don't know why that stuff was on the police report, and how did the cops get there so dang on fast? You know what I'm saying? Like, why was the man's voice distorted? Why was it so funny? Yeah. And then the lady last night said all that about the front of the car, and they done broke that caller's arm. What the heck? I believe someone is gonna slip up and it's gonna come out. I believe a video is out, just not ready to be shown yet. It's gonna it's gonna take time, but it's coming. I believe it. I believe that Javion is gonna get justice. Yeah, he gonna get justice. That's what we want. That's what we pushing for. Who did Javion speak to before closing? Exactly. What was their conversation? Because we know it had to be one. You know why we know it was something? Because we don't have that footage. We don't have the footage when he put in with the trailer. We only got him pulling in with the tractor. So what happened before that? And whatever happened before that, I mean, him pulling in the tractor, that's when him pulling in with the tractor, obviously, or the trailer, no, the tractor, obviously was earlier. So the times is all switched up. The timeline is not right. And because wherever I'm confused at, I feel like that's where the lie is at. I was confused with the homeless guy. I was confused with the cameras of Walmart and where the homeless man money exchange happened. Everything I was confused about is a damn lie because it shouldn't be confusing. And everything we all confused about. Okay. It's ridiculous. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me for 3.5 hours. Goodness, we've been going in. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna, what's tomorrow? Is Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna come in tomorrow. We're gonna go over those voice analysis. I want to know what y'all think. And I'm gonna also show y'all some of the other ridiculous stuff of my inbox. The stuff that I've been ignoring, but now that I had a little time, I looked at a few things I want to share with y'all. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. And then when I end this live, there's going to be another live that pop up. It's going to be Jelani Day. We're going to be talking about him. I think it's Sunday. So going to be going over the freedom of information that I have. There's a lot of stuff I got to put together there. But we're going to take it one step at a time. We need justice for Jelani Day. That happened in 2021. It's a long road, y'all. And I hope y'all ready. Because it's not just one person that will be affected by this. That's why so many people is fighting to protect us. It's a lot of people involved. And it's a lot of evil people. Remember I said, I don't believe that everybody is corrupt. I just believe that is very corrupt people in high places, but the law itself is corrupt. You see what I'm saying? The law itself is corrupt. But I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Shout out to Sloop Nation. Justice for Javion. Type it in the chat. I got time today, cuz. Yep. Yes. I'll be taking my snapping around. Okay. Shout out to BFF. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Miss B Lab. All that about the car and iron. Oh, okay. I'll have to go listen to it. I missed that. But before we go,
lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his nanny boo boo. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his
that's
ass
what we
up.
want. Justice for Javion.
You're going to jail. Lock his ass
Peace
up.
and love, y'all.